Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for an old double special show coming to you live from beautiful Twisted Cable, Florida, starring the reach around guy, Chris Gorges, Tiffany Barbee, and JB Lee. Wow, dude.
So say the stars, it's meant to be. My heart is for you. My soul.
All right, everybody. Double special back for another episode here on a Tuesday night. On a Wednesday, Tuesday. We got a gig tomorrow night, so we're up early, but it's the same night
It's Tuesday.
It's the same night that it is on IRN, Friday night. Welcome back, double special. Tiffany Barbee in the house. Say hello, Tiffany.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Jordan, say hello.
Hello.
Crystal stepped out for a minute. She's going to be right back. Lots to talk about tonight. My anger.
Oh, wow, so much anger.
The public's anger. The box office anger. Trivia crack. What was that? Way up high. I wasn't done with that yet. I was liking that.
I know the mouse receiver thing is too far away, and it's like screwing.
It's right friggin' there. Dude.
Yeah, I know, but maybe it's run out of battery juice.
It's possible. Welcome back, everybody, to another show. Lots of good stuff tonight. The phone number, as always, if you'd like to give us a call, if you're listening live, is 727-475-6139.
For the next day or two, anyway.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it straight. And plenty to talk about. We did some comedy last week, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some of the insane links that fans go to be fans, and other stuff, storms, and upcoming shows, and trivia crack. That's the new thing in our lives, trivia crack, which is like I'm over it already.
Yeah,
I know. You won't do round two with me.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, and other things. All right.
It's your guys' fault that I'm doing it.
Yeah. I guess. Do you have your check-in ready to go? Are you ready to do it?
Oh, is it time?
Yeah, I was kind of.
I thought you were going to keep talking.
I was waning.
You had nothing, did you? You were just stretching.
I got plenty.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I made Chris Gorges stretch. Anyway, check-in! Check-in!
Do the check-in. Oh, wait, when you yell louder, move your face away from the microphone.
Check-in!
Thank you.
Check-in!
right.
Let's start off with this one. This will make you angry.
Okay.
Child Protective Services.
Don't yell. If you're going to yell, back away from that. You're killing my ears, bro.
Child Protective.
No. All right, go ahead.
11-year-old plays alone in yard for 90 minutes. Now the parents are facing felony charges right here in good old Florida. Check in.
Wait, all right, back up. So
What?
Okay, again, you're killing me. You're really hot. That mic is really hot.
I don't know. I didn't
Crystal,
touch
come
that.
and take his mic down just a tad if you could.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. No, because you're loud already.
He doesn't feel that loud to me. Maybe,
I got my
your thing's
Yeah, maybe your headphones
got
up too
I got
high.
it turned up, but it's great. Anyway, so
Yeah.
go back up to the headline there.
Okay.
So he plays alone in yard. What yard? Whose yard?
His front yard or his
So
backyard,
in-
actually.
In his backyard.
You're not
Yeah.
allowed to do that? Wow, kids are going to be really poussoir nowadays.
All right, tell me what happened.
The way the way the incident went down
Yes.
in April was like this.
Okay.
According to the mom, by the way.
All right.
The mom and dad,
Well,
named
wait.
Cindy and Fred.
Okay, you said mom's story, but it also says which has been verified through court documents.
All right,
All right.
all
Anyway, go ahead.
They were on their way home from running errands, but they got delayed by rain and traffic. Meanwhile, their 11-year-old son had beaten them home, didn't have a house key, so he amused himself by shooting some hoops while he waited for about 90 minutes.
That's a long waiting.
That's when an unknown neighbor, apparently not okay with it, called the cops,
Ugh.
who in turn looped in Child Protective Services.
That's
So when they got home, they were arrested for child neglect, fingerprinted, strip searched, and held in jail overnight. Kids put in
strip
foster
search.
care.
Why were they strip searched?
Wow.
I guess, don't know.
So their kids,
That's-
including their 4-year-old boy, were removed from the home
Hmm.
for a month.
For a month.
Wow,
Jesus.
that's awful. I'm sorry, but how many times when you were younger were you locked out of the house and you had to like do something outside? Like kids nowadays are gonna be so wussy. They're already
Well-
so entitled, and now this is just gonna make them not be able to even survive in the real world. They would die.
The mother is a school system employee.
Was.
And she said that they do not consider themselves free-range parents. That's a new term, free-range, which basically I got a few free-range kids in this neighborhood who just kind of do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but 90 minutes in your own yard shooting hoops. I mean, how does that guy know that they weren't home? How did he know? Is he
Yeah,
that
that's
Snoopy?
weird.
Don't know.
What an asshole.
But apparently, Florida has no minimum age for children to be alone.
Okay, that's a little bit in the other extreme. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. No minimum age. Yeah, like 2 is okay.
No, I mean that there's no minimum age where you can't leave them alone.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean that you can get in trouble even if they're 15.
Why does your mic keep cutting out?
I don't
that
know. What
cord
did
is
you do
acting-
now?
No, the cord's all jacked.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's an old cord.
Did you buy a cheap cord, Jordan, for yourself? Is
This
that
was
what
part
happened?
of the cord that everybody got.
No, they wear out after a while. Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is 2 years old is too young to leave your kid alone.
Yeah, that's fine, but in the law in Florida means even if he's 15, you can't leave him alone.
Well, that's okay.
That's
Yeah.
what that sentence means.
That's so scary. Isn't that really
There's
society?
no minimum age that you can leave your children alone legally, or no, like where they can, or maximum age. I don't understand that.
Yeah, what you said minimum, dude.
Yeah,
You
well,
mean
that's what it
maximum.
says in the damn article,
Well,
but that's what it means.
But see, think what you're saying. They're saying there's no law in the books in Florida that says you can't leave a small child at home alone. I mean,
Yeah.
a 15-year-old though. How old was this kid?
11.
That's I don't know, an hour and a half. That's kind of a long time, but he's in his own.
He's
in his-
11.
yeah, but he's in his own yard. It's not like he was wandering the streets.
Yeah, so we all agree that this
is
was a
dumb.
terrible thing.
So what was the outcome? Did they get their kids back?
They got the kids back, but they're still fighting the charges.
Wow.
So they're still facing charges for
Oh, yeah.
child neglect, and that's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that would fire me up, man. I'd be fired up.
And you would be a parent that would just leave and go, we're going to go shopping, we'll be back.
Well, no, I mean, I would be a very good parent, but I just feel like, kids can, when they're 11, they can be left alone for an hour. They're 11 years old, and if they can't be left alone, I mean, gosh, Darwin, survival of the fittest, these things would be dead. These kids would be dead. That they won't survive when they become adults if they can't even be left alone for like a half an hour when they're 11
Well,
years
that's
old.
an hour and a half. It's almost 2 hours.
Who cares? An
And the
11-year-old.
kid came home from somewhere else alone. It's not like his parents dropped him off and left him there. They
When-
just beat him home from wherever.
When I
School.
was 10, I went skiing all by myself. I left the where we all were staying. I went skiing all day by myself, and I came back, and I was fine. I never got killed.
How
I
old
was
were
fine.
you?
Like 10. I was 10 years old. We went
I
to
don't know that
Colorado.
would
I
be
went
okay
skiing
with
all by
that,
myself.
10-year-old on the slopes.
I'm just
You
saying.
went skiing in Colorado by yourself?
Well, like I went with my
10.
family, but I went all by myself out to the actual skiing, and I left in the morning. I came back at night, and
I
I
don't
lived. I lived, everybody.
Yeah,
I lived.
luckily. That's
I
a really
lived.
dangerous thing, dude. Look,
Yeah.
Jordan has
You should be
siblings.
dead now.
Look, Jordan has siblings that have, in my opinion, questionable methods with raising their kids. Didn't you say one of your sister actually lets one of her sons
Yeah,
like,
he
go in
gets
a kayak?
He gets to kayak around the islands of Maine.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's 7.
7.
See, I mean, that's a big extreme, but the thing is that
Wait.
kid.
What do you mean? Whoa, back up. What do you mean? See, that's just a what? What?
That's-
7 years old. It's
that's a
Jake's
little
age in a
extreme.
kayak out in the ocean, basically.
Yeah.
It's the
Mhm.
ocean.
That kid.
They make him
though,
wear a life jacket.
That kid's a survivor. That
Yeah.
kid will live in a zombie apocalypse, whereas other 7-year-olds would just die. There's some 7-year-olds, you put them out in a kayak, they'll just jump in and they'll die.
How do you think
Like,
Chris's
'cause
kid
they're-
would do in the zombie apocalypse?
We would take care of him.
Ah.
He'd be fine. He's
It's-
pretty
look,
hardcore. He's
7
cool.
is that cusp where they're starting to deal with like their environment, their reality.
I think,
Prior to that, they're just kind of bebopping around. You know what I'm saying? Discovering, oh, I've got arms. I got
Bebopping.
I
well,
think
no, I'm
They're
hold on.
rock steadying around.
I'm just saying that 7 is when they start to consider what death is, and what they start to realize that their house is not the world, and that there's actually towns and cities and stuff like. You know what I mean? Like they're aware, but not in a kayak running around the islands. Would you do that with your kid?
I wouldn't have kids.
Okay.
I know. Wait.
Because it's too dangerous, because we live in a state where raccoons can just ride alligators whenever they please.
I
Check
saw this.
in.
I
Check
saw
in.
this.
All right, fine. I won't
No,
say
that's it.
anything
No,
else.
okay, that's good. You said it. How adorable is that?
That's terrifying.
For who?
The
The alligator?
No, us. We live in a state now where the raccoons have mastered these horrible dinosaurs.
That's awesome.
That is pretty funny though. So if you're watching online, what we're looking at is a picture of an alligator with a raccoon standing on its back. Well, we were looking at it.
Oh, put it back.
Yeah, standing on its back, like it looks like sort of towards the back, not near the head. If you'll notice,
It's in
Yeah.
the
not
middle.
anywhere near the head. Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's
you-
getting a ride.
Yeah, he's chilling.
That's pretty cool.
Well,
The photographer claimed that he captured the raccoon. It just scampered out, stood there for just a little while, and then scampered back. But that doesn't fit with my dreams of an army of raccoons mounted on alligators taking over southeast Florida. Hilarious.
look how awful that raccoon is. He's barely got a tail.
Yeah.
Poor little raccoon. Dude, those are very crafty and like evil.
Yeah,
animals.
raccoons are pretty awesome.
I don't know if they're awesome.
Like,
dude.
my mom has raccoons
They're
that
very-
live in her yard,
Ugh.
and if she puts something on her porch that they don't like, they will come up and steal it and then bury it. in like somewhere
How
in
do
the
you
field.
know?
What?
How do you know they'll bury it?
Well, they ended up
Wait,
finding like everything.
Like
at one
furniture that they don't like.
food.
Just
food
like
products.
no, like if she puts like like a little like a elf thing, like those things that people put in
a
their
gnome.
yeah, like that, or like one time she put out like different things. That
Oh,
you put
not
out.
for them, just in general in the yard.
Yeah.
They
Like
take the
They'll
things.
decorating.
take it, yeah. If they don't like a decoration, they'll leave some decorations, but sometimes they don't like it, and they'll take it and they'll go and they'll bury it. And like one time, the neighbors found like a whole like a bunch of like stuff that just was buried.
You can hear the raccoons in the back, like, dude, that gnome, those eyes,
Yeah.
I can't take it. I'm burying that tonight.
It's
I'm
too
taking,
tacky.
I'm putting that. No, he's just like, everywhere I go, it looks at me. Tonight, I'm taking it. We're burying it. Get the hole ready.
They called it Bandit. The leader was Bandit.
What do
Well,
they
very
let? What do
creative.
they let stay there? Like, what are the tastes that they have?
Just certain things. I don't know. She was telling me like I guess there's like a rabbit thing that
Yeah.
they let
leave
stay.
all the wrought iron figurines alone.
Yeah, there's some stuff they like and the other stuff that they don't seem to like, and they just keep.
Well, you
taking
got
it.
very discerning raccoons in your yard. Was there anything else about that, or you just think that's
Some people think it's fake.
Some people think it's fake.
Yeah.
I guess it
No.
could be. What do you think, Jordan? You're pretty good on picking whether it's photo.
I mean, it looks like if it's a Photoshop, it looks good. Like the light and everything looks decent, but I don't know.
Well, and here's the thing: if the alligator was not moving, because it looks like he's close to a tree stump there, and he was sunning himself, and the raccoon didn't realize that it was an alligator, that could happen. He could have run out, stood up, and then kind of just went back and never knew he was on top of an alligator.
Yeah.
And the alligator's so deep in his like sun-soaking slumber, I guess, isn't that what they do? They kind of slumber
They
around.
sun-soaked
Well,
lumber.
they soak up the sun to heat the blood there, and then the raccoon probably didn't even realize it, didn't even know
Could
it.
bask.
Birds often go on to alligators' backs.
Mhm.
What?
That was your Mutual of Omaha moment. Tiffany Perkins. All right, do we have another one?
Check in. Man goes into KFC and gets a fried rat. Check in.
that can't be real.
This was posted on Facebook. A man in New York claimed that this was served to him at his local KFC.
Why
He
is it
bit into it, and it felt extra rubbery. And that's when he realized, oh, that's what it looks like.
All right, so on the YouTube here, you can see the photo of looks like a deep fried rat. How could they put that in and not realize that was?
Wait.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, here goes
It's
Tiffany.
fake because of the Halloween pumpkin.
Yep, I noticed that as well. I was gonna say there's a jack-o'-lantern, either cup or a little basket thing. It looks small because there's a cup right there. Isn't that a drink cup?
Yeah. That's a Halloween decoration.
Well, if he was filming it at home, maybe he just had like an old pumpkin out on his table.
No.
Dude eats KFC, so he's maybe not the proudest person.
Halloween
Well, and if it's KFC, why is it not in a KFC wrapper? First of all, put the picture back up, damn it. And there's a GNC cup next to it. What is
Yeah,
that?
not
yes,
real.
yes, Crystal.
I would just like to point out that we still do have a jack-o'-lantern out in the front room on the table.
Fair enough.
I see one right there.
Yep, I can see it from here. We're just getting it ready. What is that? What the hell is that?
No, I think that's fake, though. I think it's a Halloween decoration.
No, and I think somebody probably. Well, did he file any charges, or did it go anywhere with this?
Based on the Facebook post, it said, went back to KFC yesterday and spoke to the manager. She said it is a rat and apologized. It's time for a lawyer, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Be safe. Don't eat fast food.
Okay.
Yes, Crystal.
What makes the manager an authority of if that's a rat or not? Shouldn't she call in the
Look at the shape
professionals?
of it.
That's
What
definitely
else
a
could
rat.
that be? Look at the shape of
I
that picture.
I don't
think the
know.
professionals need to be called in.
But then you look here, and that looks like breast meat or something. Like maybe it's just like a weird piece of breading
No.
that
With
got-
extra coating, and
fried
that got
weird.
fried.
That's rat
yeah.
tattooey. It gone
like
wrong.
it dropped into the fryer with like a extra dollop that just fried out in a
Yeah.
weird way.
Totally.
Eh.
No.
Why would the manager say that? She puts the company at such liability for saying that. I
They
mean,
don't
what a
care.
horrible manager. Never admit liability. That's not a rat. That looks like a breast.
Yeah. All right. Is that it? Is that all that you have?
No, I got more.
Oh, more. Okay.
I'm continuing the theme.
Oh God.
Man roast guinea pig in Brooklyn. Check in. Check in.
Poor guinea pig.
Okay, you say but it says right there, guinea pigs are a delicacy in Peru and other South American countries. So
That's just gross.
Cops investigating an animal cruelty case in Brooklyn's Prospect Park found a man roasting a guinea pig over a roaring flame Saturday morning and deemed it perfectly legal.
that's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
What are you roasting there? Guinea pig? All right, as you were. Moving along.
He was in an area of the park set aside for barbecuing. What are you going to do? He wasn't holding an animal down and torturing it. It
Right.
was meat, and he was cooking it.
Yeah, but how much meat is on a guinea pig? It can't be much.
No, but I
You
think
got to do like 3 or 4 of them.
that's what I'm saying. I think you do like 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah, like a shish kebab.
Yeah, you make
Yeah.
a shish kebab, definitely.
I can't
The
imagine
poor
it tastes good.
guinea
It
pig. I
probably
used to have a
tastes like-
guinea pig.
What do you mean the poor guinea pig? You
Yeah.
eat chicken and
I had a
steak. What
guinea
about the poor
pig.
cows and chickens?
I'm
But
sure it tastes like a rabbit.
But I never had a pet. Well, actually, I had rabbits. I would never eat a rabbit.
You won't eat anything you've had as a pet?
Yeah.
What about fish? You never had a goldfish?
I never eat a goldfish. Well,
You've
like I
eaten-
eat
you've
the
eaten
crackers.
sushi, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't put the goldfish like into a sushi. That would be
Well,
terrible.
I mean, that seems weird.
Why
Like,
would it? Why
I
is it
think
any
that-
less terrible for the sushi, regular fish, salmon,
yeah.
tuna?
Have you had a dog? Does that mean you eat a wolf but not a dog?
Yeah.
No, but you.
Give me a wolf burger.
Mm-hmm. You'd eat a tiger, just not a regular kitty.
No.
All right. So he had his roast guinea pig.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a challenge you guys can do. You can roast up a couple of guinea pigs.
No, don't
I
ever
would,
do
I would
that.
eat guinea pig.
How do you do that?
you
do
would.
you do you skin them? Do you
Yeah.
burn the hair with
Yeah,
them?
no,
What's
you-
going on
Of
here?
course you skin them.
Wait, what
Do you debone them?
What?
What's happening?
Don't ever
I'm
do
not-
it.
Okay, I'm not. I don't want to talk
Don't
about
do it.
We can have like a little guinea pig Olympics, and the winner gets to be Jake's
Would-
pet, and the rest get eaten.
Would it be considered pork since it's pig?
No.
It's awful.
It's a valid question. It's called a guinea pig.
All right, check
I
in,
got
check
it.
in. Last one. I'm giving this a second. Last night, now, just for the record, just for history for those at home, in the past, when Chris's son Jake has gotten to be kind of annoying, you can drive him out of the room by threatening to play My Little Pony.
It's fair.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Or
and he'll-
Barney. He hates Barney.
Well, okay, we'll have to try that now
No,
because
Barney is like Antichrist.
well,
to him.
last
So
night,
funny.
tried again. Crystal put on My Little Pony, and he damn well sat in the corner and started watching it. And within 3 minutes, he was enjoying it.
Wow.
He was into it. It
Now
was.
I'm pretty sure Crystal said that you started to enjoy it a little bit.
Well,
as
here's
well.
the thing.
Yeah,
is-
please
I
tell me.
didn't.
Do tell.
Yeah, those bronies have something, they're right. It's got a good story. It's well written.
doesn't.
There's layers. There's different characters. There's all kinds of different things happening.
It's a
They kind of
disturbing.
tied in.
It's a disturbing mix between like weird, out of place pop culture references, and just horrible.
Is it like I envision it to be like edgy adult humor, like pushing that envelope?
Like they had this weird thing where they sent out the wrong date for a wedding, and they were freaking out, and all the ponies are doing stupid freak out things, and then for
Well,
some
yeah,
reason
dude.
they had a caricature of the dude and Walter and Donnie from Big Lebowski.
What?
Yeah, show up as horses. Only one of them talked, the dude, and he had to join their bowling team. And then all this other pony crowd. I had
Look,
no idea what the crowd was going on in this crowd.
With the crow.
He is paraphrasing. What had happened is the invitations got sent
Oh my
out with
God.
the wrong date on them. So of course they had to frantically get everything together for that day for the wedding because everybody was thinking that it's that day.
Hold on. Why are you pulling on that thing when you talk? What are you doing? You're killing me with that.
And then the one guy, the one horse dude forgot and he needed his suit tailored, but the tailor chick was not having it.
Okay, I've heard enough.
All right.
I
And
don't
that's
wanna
when
hear
the
anymore.
dude came in.
The point that we're
Yeah.
making in all of this
Yes.
is that last night your son watched My Little Pony and he enjoyed it.
Okay.
And that means in a few years you're going to have to worry about this, which is the brand new inflatable My Little Pony sex doll they just introduced in Japan.
Oh my
no.
God. All right, so for those of you who are listening and not watching, it's a giant. What is that? Like 7 foot?
I have no idea.
It's a cat with some sort of weird.
It's a pony.
Is that a pony? It looks
That's
like a
what
cat.
It's supposed to be the My Little Pony thing, I
Well, it
believe.
doesn't even have a horse face. Well, how is that a pony?
I
All right, whatever.
don't know.
All
I
right,
didn't
so
look at it
it's
too
an
closely.
animal of some sort with thigh-high boots. It looks like.
Mhm.
It's got gloves of some sort. They look like oven mitts.
It's got the My Little Pony like.
Why would you do that? And then it's got like a thong. It's like a Barbarella outfit. I don't even know what the hell that is. Like a stripper outfit. Of course, it's got rainbows on each outer thigh, hip area, and then some weird cowlick thing. Okay, I can see kind of the horse face now. That's
Yeah.
that's a sex doll.
That's a sex doll.
You can have sex with that?
That's what they do.
Who does that?
Bronies.
Why?
I don't know.
I thought Brony was like they identify with. Look, I watched a special on this,
Uh-huh.
a documentary, like an hour-long documentary.
Yes.
And there was not a lot of sexual stuff. They were just kind of into it.
Oh,
and they identified. This is well beyond that.
You haven't looked at the right places. The bronies
no,
are
that's the
totally
wrong
into sex with
places.
ponies.
It's not
the wrong
no,
places.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
exactly. The thing I saw was like straight up like, and actually they were the thing centered around the girl who does the voice for the main character and like 3 of the other characters, and she was going
is
to
that
a
like
convention.
Tara Strong or something?
I don't know who she is. She's some blonde chick, and people were like just like, oh my god, you know, and adults, mostly adults. It was kind of odd. Have you ever seen My Little Pony?
The first movie I ever watched when I was 3 was a My Little Pony movie.
Oh.
And I used to have My Little Pony.
See? What do you think of that?
That was the old style My Little Pony. That was before like creepy dudes who want to bang blow up dolls got into it,
Yeah,
right?
I never heard of that. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
talking the 80s.
Is that how old this thing is? The
Yeah,
80s?
it was back in the 80s.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure my mom said the first movie I ever watched when I was 3 was My Little Pony.
Wow.
Does anybody think she has thick thighs?
Yeah, they are very bizarre.
Right,
looking
they're-
stuff.
Well, yeah,
They're
but
pretty
those,
thick.
those
She's
are
a horse.
horse thunder thighs.
Oh.
That's what horses do.
Well, they're a little bit too thick for my taste.
Well,
That
it's
is a-
not for
I'm
you
going to pass
to
up on
bang.
that one.
Yeah, why would you want to do? It's obviously a female doll, Crystal.
Well, if I was lesbian, maybe.
If you were lesbian.
Yeah, I'd strap one
If
on
you
and
were
go at it.
lesbian.
Okay.
What would that
all
get
right,
you?
enough.
Wow.
Why would you even enjoy that?
Yes, I
And
ca-
so
I-
maybe I don't know, people like weird stuff.
You're listening to Double Special.
Well, you can borrow your son's.
Yeah,
opinion.
and within 20 minutes, we have gone straight down the rabbit hole into like P-land.
I didn't do it this time, Mother.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about real quick. We'll talk about what you guys wanted me to talk about out of the gate. I kind of I'll say this. A long time ago, I remember I had a friend. Later on he became a friend. But it was a kid in the neighborhood. He was one of those kids that like are the huge kids. Do you have one of those in your neighborhood, Jordan? Like there's
like an ogre kid.
right. Like that one kid who's way too developed for his age, and he's just a beast of a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, were you that dude?
No.
Oh, I don't know. You said that like yeah.
I moved around a lot as a kid, so I didn't know. We got to talk about
All right, go ahead and take the call, and I'll get on the story in a minute.
Oh, it's John.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got John Wilson live on the phone with Double Special. Go ahead, John. State your name and purpose.
Very good evening. Very good evening. I'm obviously a bit of a delay, but you're never going to fall off that pony with those thighs, are you?
Is there the same fascination in England with My Little Pony as there is here in the States?
Not like that's the first time I've seen that. It's just wrong on every level. You know what I mean? I've just taken all My Little Ponies and put them in the bin.
Okay, so you are aware of the My Little Pony. They do there is a thing over there in England, but not the sex dolls.
No,
Right.
I've never seen the sex dolls before.
Never any sex dolls? Come on, John.
Oh yeah, well I'm a well-traveled man.
He's like,
You know.
yeah, I've been around a few latex women in my life.
I used to practice on my brother's teddy bear when I was a kid. You know,
What?
Jeez, how big was the teddy bear?
Oh.
Practice
it was
what?
it was a big old like one of those fairground, win at the store type of teddy bears. You know what I mean? Used to practice.
Practice what?
You know,
How
kissing.
did you?
Oh,
exp-
kissing? You
Well,
practice.
maybe a bit of dry humping, but I don't want to go that far.
Dude, I just picturing you as a kid kissing a bear. I couldn't have been satisfied
Yeah.
for you.
Your poor
You've
brother.
got to start somewhere, haven't you? It was either that or the mirror.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If you start with a stuffed bear, when you get to the girl, you got it all wrong. It's not anywhere close to where it needs to be.
No, well, he's probably right.
You
No
spent all that
danger.
time like learning how to unravel stitches, and then you're faced with the bra clasp, and it just all goes wrong.
It all goes terribly wrong. And as for the rat, I mean, some dude has battered that before they'd whacked it in the fryer.
So
Haven't they? We haven't covered this. You know what I mean? Some staff member. There's probably the same guy who's been spitting in your burger for years. It's that guy.
I don't know whether to believe it or not. I guess it's possible, but I mean, you would think that if you were working the tongs there at the bin where all the fried chicken comes down, that you wouldn't pick that up and go, eh. But I guess if you're busy, you just chuck it
Yeah,
right in
I mean,
there.
if it fell in the batter and it all just looks like a undifferentiated pile of meat in batter, and you just toss it in the fryer, who knows?
Well, and you're going to tell, aren't you? You're going to be able to know straight away. I mean, I know that some of these dudes that work at these places, certainly in the UK, they're not the brightest bunch.
Oh, I know, yeah.
No, we got Rhodes Scholars
know.
over here.
I have trouble, telling them with and without. That's bad enough. Never mind rats.
I know. And at that point, I mean, like I like that the fact that the manager's like, "Yep, that's a rat. You're right. That is a rat. We would definitely have to do something about that." I mean, I just would be mortified.
Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely.
What about
awful.
guinea pigs though? You ever chomp into a nice thick guinea pig?
No.
Well, the thing is, I mean, come on, how could you not know? Look at the shape of that bloody thing. I mean, how could you not know that? Hang on, this is not breast of chicken. This is not a chicken leg. and at best, it just looks like a fucking rat.
Uh,
That's it.
It really does. Or a
Yeah.
mouse, or a rodent. Definitely a rodent of some sort.
or it sounds like someone's never seen an American eat fried chicken.
Well, and last time I checked, I'm pretty sure I've never seen a chicken with a tail ever.
Well, as Jordan
It's-
said, he thought maybe it was like a separated like sinew or something that got
Not a sinew, like a streamer of batter.
a streamer of batter.
That's ridiculous.
Jordan
Could
would have
happen.
ate it. He would have been the one that ate it.
Imagine that though. I've seen rat tails. Imagine that deep fried, and you chew into that, huh? Oh, it got real quiet.
I'd never go there again. Would you?
Oh. What if you liked it? What if it was like a gizzard?
Look, in some countries they eat rats. I'm sure.
If you would have to if you live like on a desert island.
I
You don't
know.
have to.
Well, like if that's what's on the island
You
and that's
could
all there
starve.
is.
No, you could starve.
Or you could starve, but
That's
I would
right.
eat the rat.
Can you imagine if
Not.
you're like eating your raw rat on your crappy island, wishing that you had 7 herbs and spices surrounding it to make it delicious?
The thing is, though, that's the thing, isn't it? Because the more hungry you become, the more the more you're going to be interested in eating things that you don't like.
That's where Jordan is right now.
Do you
Jordan.
know- well, that's
Yeah, dude, wiggle your cord when you hear your voice go away.
Jordan's having voice
He's
troubles
having
with his
that's
cord.
okay. On the break, we'll switch the cord out. But Jordan always goes for the things that you wouldn't normally like. As soon as we brought up, what was the other thing we brought up? And he goes, "I would eat that. I would." Oh, the roasted guinea pig. I think it was
Guinea
something else.
pig,
You wrote.
yeah, why wouldn't you eat a guinea
Jordan
pig?
will
I don't know.
eat everything.
I've eaten rabbit. That can't be that different, right?
I really think he should be more picky.
rabbit's nice. I like rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have eaten rabbit?
Yeah, well, I've not had it for a long time. I'm pigeon.
See, pigeon.
Yeah, see, that's
There's
not
not a lot
bad
of
though.
meat on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Plus,
Yeah.
they're kind of
Good fat
scavenger
one.
birds.
No, I wouldn't eat a pigeon.
But guinea pigs are cute, and they eat good, delicious food in your home, and then you can eat
No.
them.
It's like we've made you happy. Now I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, well,
John, how's everything over there? Good? Is you still working, doing all that stuff?
Yep, still cracking on, mate. As you do, treading the boards.
You've had a nice couple of showcases I've seen.
Yeah, we've had some good fun, mate. Yeah, we've had some really good fun. So, some exciting times ahead of us. So, it's all good. Onwards and upwards, mate.
Yes, definitely. I want to talk about this later, but I'll bring it now. I had a guy at my show last week. I was in North Florida, or Central Florida on the other coast, and a guy asked for my autograph. Right, he wanted me to autograph the shirt that he bought. So I went. I said, "I'll autograph the shirt." He goes, "Oh no, but also do my arm." I'm like, "What?" I look at his arm. He's got autographs of people on his arms, tattooed on his arms.
That's a bit of worry, isn't it?
Yeah. Showed me Tom Green's autograph. So I said, whatever, I'll humor the guy. So I wrote my signature on his arm. He took it and actually tattooed it on his arm the next day, posted it to Facebook. This guy's got my autograph tattooed on his arm. We'll throw it up on YouTube right now. Throw it up right there. There it is. That is the tattoo of my signature on this dude's arm.
Good God. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I think, okay, you got
we got Miguel Hito on again.
How is look, every time John calls, Megiddo wants to
Because
Megiddo.
Miguel Hito and him are good friends.
Good God.
Is John our new English correspondent?
It might be, but we need to. Yeah, you need to see if we can either take the sound out of Miguel, so we don't have all that, whatever the hell is happening.
Yeah,
there.
what is he?
He has trouble
God.
with his microphone every time.
Oh, hold on, John. Miguel, are you there?
I don't know what he's doing.
Sounds like
Every
he's
time.
sodomizing a brick or something.
Y'all know what I'm doing now. How are you, man?
Oh my God.
Ah, look at him. Oh, dear
all right. Wow.
Lord.
Really? Okay. Miguel is.
Yeah, I'll be bringing the band to the party, man.
Okay.
He is doing a bong.
John, would you like to address Miguel?
Well, I can't even see him. My Skype's crashed for some reason.
you're
That
missing
doesn't
out.
Surprise me. Like Skype
Nothing's
is
good
so
in it.
crap.
All right.
I'm glad I can't see him anyway.
He's got dreads on. He's got a bong, and he's got some tiger lily thing on his head, and aviator
leopard.
glasses, and he's got shooting glasses on for some reason.
What happened to him? Oh, look
So
at
listen,
him.
Chris.
Yes,
Chris, I wanted to know, well, how did you feel about that tattoo on the old
Yeah.
tattooed on his arm and your autograph? And how do you feel about that?
I I don't get weirded out by it. I think it's really cool, and I'm at the point now
do.
where I need the exposure. I want people to be latched on to
Dude.
the thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's really good for you, and I think everyone should get a Chris Gorges tattoo. I think it should be a thing. I think if you don't have a Chris Gorges tattoo, then you're not a good enough Chris Gorges fan.
But this isn't the first time that something like this has happened. We had the hooligans. We had our fans make like balsa wood statues of us, which was a little weird in a voodoo sort of way, right? Remember that, Jordan?
Yes.
So how about you, John? Anybody ever do anything weird, like digging on your comedy?
No, well, no, just people coming up giving me, trying to, tell me jokes and that sort of thing, and
Well.
trying to critique, just trying to give me advice, which I
Advice.
find a bit weird.
Yeah, no, that's always fun. The advice, I love that. You know what you should do? Yeah, I do actually. What are you doing, Jordan? You're making me nervous. You're doing all this stuff. Okay. No, so it doesn't weird me out, and I like the fact that I connected with the guy, and he told me, I saw Tom Green. He goes, all these celebrities, you're just as good as them, and I'm putting your name on my arm. And Tiffany brought up something that was actually made me kind of think about the depth of that. She said, this guy's going to die and be buried with your signature on his arm.
Yeah.
It's not going to last long, is it?
Well, listen, what was he, like 30?
Yeah, he was like in his 30s.
That'll
I would
last a
say.
good long while.
No, what I'm saying is when he's dead, when
Oh.
he's dead, it's just...
Oh, well,
Oh yeah, his flesh will get eaten away by a worm, and then it will be in a worm's stomach. Your signature is gonna end up inside of a worm's stomach and then defecated into the ground.
Wow, thank you for that.
Imagine
And then that worm is going to end
Defecated
up
into the
in
ground.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, fried
Rat.
sandwich.
See a rat sandwich that somehow got to the thing. No, it doesn't weird me out. Would that weird you out?
What did you use an
Oh, yeah.
identity thief?
But no, I don't know. I think I'll be flattered, I guess.
Yeah.
Flattered. I mean, he needs a John Wilson signature tattoo, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh no, I agree.
I'll get it.
Miguel, what do you think? Well, first of all, John, have you ever had somebody ask for your autograph? You've given autographs, right?
No, not yet. No, mate. No.
Never.
No.
How
no
about-
one's asked me for an autograph. They're a bit more reserved here in the UK.
Really? Yeah. I never understood the whole autograph thing as well. I don't get it.
Yeah,
either.
we just started doing that because I did that when I worked with Orny, and I was like, "Hey, you guys want autographs?" So now with you, whenever people buy shirts, I'm like, "You guys want an autograph?" And then they all want autographs. Always, they like it, they love it.
Yeah, some comics have girls that pop out a
You
boob.
like
Of
it.
it.
You love it.
No, some comics have girls that pop out a boob and they get to sign a boob. I unfortunately got the biker dude who
I
had
could
me
get
sign
that to happen.
who had me sign his arm.
You want to sign boobs? Tiffany will make it
No,
happen.
I will
do not.
make a boob happen for you.
I do not
A
want to do
butt.
that.
He wants a cheek.
All
That's
right.
what he wants.
Oh, a butt cheek.
He likes the butt.
He likes
John,
the-
Get him
let
a
me
butt
go.
cheek.
Let's left and right. Let's split that signature right up.
That would be great. Chris on one side, Gorgeous on the other. Of course, I'd
Yeah,
have.
no, you gotta put Chris G. Is it GEO or GOR? Right, GOR, right?
Yeah, phonetically, Gorges.
We need the O to be the butthole. Is what needs to happen.
Really?
So make that happen.
Really?
Just Chris G and then the O and then go from there. Other G.
That shouldn't be too awkward at the merchandise table next to the club entrance. Hey, listen, I need to see your brown eye so I get this O on there.
Oh, one's a wink and one's a stinking, Chris. It's usually how it goes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I don't know about this autograph. I've never been an autographed hound. I see people out, hockey guys and all that stuff, and I've seen a couple old wrestlers. And I never approach them. I just let them do their thing. Never been an autograph hound, really.
Have you given an autograph to anybody?
One time I did. It was a really weird. I was working for this band, and all of a sudden somebody wanted my autograph. I said, "What do you want my autograph for?" They're like, "I just want it." I said, "All right."
So some people
You
are
can
into
have
that. Yeah, some people are into that. Some people want to have the autograph for whatever reason. Yes, Crystal.
I think it's stupid because what are you going to do later on? You're just going to throw the piece of paper away. It means nothing. Oh, could I have your autograph? Even though
Well,
in
all right,
10 years I'm
okay.
going to toss this
But that's
in the
somebody
garbage.
who's not an artist, and as John said, he'd be flattered. I was flattered. The guy liked me enough to literally put my name on his arm forever.
Right,
Number
and
one.
he's not throwing it away unless his arm
Right.
gets chopped off.
Well, he could get it amputated, and then what would happen? If anybody ever
Yeah.
asks me, I'm going to politely decline and say, no, I don't do that.
What if he's secretly a trans
He
amputee?
could join a really weird sex club. Is what he could do.
All right, John. You see
Little
how
amputee wild.
see
Well,
John.
I think the next level is really because people aren't so much asking for autographs now; they're asking for selfies, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I do.
That's the thing.
I do get the photograph thing. We do take a few photographs, which I
Yeah.
hate doing. I don't look good in photographs. I don't like the way my neck looks. I can't. I have no ability to take a photograph Like, I hate posing. It sucks. I
What
hate
if
it.
this guy had like a really good photograph of you tattooed on his back, and then he just followed you around, and then when people wanted
Like
to take
Steve-O.
a picture with you, he just lifts his shirt, and they get a picture of you
I'd be totally fine with that.
in the form of his tattoo.
I would be totally fine with that as long as he
Hmm.
drove in a separate car the whole way.
Okay.
So what if it would be a big like Steve-O style tattoo, like his whole back was
Again.
Chris Gorgeous on the mic?
Again, that would be fine. He's got to cover his own expenses, travel in another car. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to listen to that crap. And the guy was really nice, and he's been promoting my shows and saying, listen, if you get a chance to go see this guy. So that's really what we want, right? When you're doing this, you want people. Because listen, Orny, like Tiffany said, he's got to deal with people falling around in an autograph thing, but it means that he's on the public conscious. And if you're not, that's how you make money, dude. Get in the public conscious, and then people give you the money.
Give money.
The
Give
money.
bitches.
I'm waiting for some death threats. Then I know I'm on the right track.
No, I don't want death threats. I may get those after this evening's little debacle before
Nice.
the show, but from the neighbors. But
At least let him get a crazy stalker first.
Oh yeah, you need a crazy stalker.
John,
Did
how
you
long?
already have one?
Yeah, no, hold on, John. How long have you been doing comedy?
It's a year and a half.
There's got to be somebody that has just like come to see you a couple of times, is totally enraptured with you.
It's
and
Miguel.
your style. Well, other than Miguel.
John, tell him about that one in the hotel.
The one in the hotel.
Yeah, the one you told me about it, that lady that you saw in the hotel.
Oh yeah, but she didn't even know. She asked me what I did, and I told her. And then next minute, because I had my guitar there, because I bring my guitar on stage and do a few gags with the guitar, and she had me playing the guitar in the bloody. And she was going to come and see me. She wanted to know what my Facebook name was and all this sort of carry on. And I was sort of like, no, you don't want to be looking for me. It's not. Do you know what I mean? I was a bit embarrassed by it all. And I've got to be honest, I am a bit embarrassed by it all. And I know you guys, certainly some comedians, a lot of comedians probably think I'm a bit of a Johnny come lately, 47 years of age.
No.
But I think I've got
Old bastard.
Yeah, thanks. But I think sometimes I think to myself, I have just one. I'm a little bit further ahead than they think because obviously I've got life experiences and I've got a lot of material to draw on. And I don't know, a lot of confidence. I don't know. I feel like I've been doing it for years.
No, and that's the way you should feel. Listen, I'm 49. I'm older than you. I've been doing it for a lot longer, but not like as a full-time job.
49?
Yeah, I'm 49. I'll be 50 this year.
Holy cow!
Thank you, but I.
Oh, that's a compliment.
No, but and that's why I thank you. But here's the thing. I feel the same way you do, John. I feel now like when I see the young comics and they're like, you know what the problem with the relationships? And I'm like, what relation? You've had like 2 your whole life. What relationships are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also I think they're a bit. I think some of the younger comedians are a bit. Look at me, I'm so special sort of attitude. You know what I mean? And I'm embarrassed by that. And yet the older comedians, they've been there, they've done that. The ones that been treading the boards for many a year, and they've just got more sense about them. They'll take time to speak to you. And
right.
But the younger comics who have made it don't realize how fickle the industry is.
No, it's true. And Tiffany said this to me about a year ago. She said, because I was that guy. I would never said anything that I did. And I actually had a comic here like about 3 years ago say, oh, well, you just started like 5 years ago. I'm like, no, I didn't. I started in 1988 in New England. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I'm like, well, why would you? You know what I mean? Like, you never asked. So
And Chris never like brags about himself ever.
Right. And so, and I've done all these other things and had some major shows. And so, but I never talked about it. And now I'm getting to the point where, you know what? Now I'm going to brag. Now I'm going to say, yes, well, no. And that helps propel you when you see these people and you're like, well, thanks. It's okay. No, screw that. You say, yeah, hell yeah. You like that show? Yes, you did. Yes, you did like that show.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree totally. I mean, I'm going to start. Well, I'm going to launch a new show maybe after the Liverpool Comedy Festival called the John Wilson Show. Bugger it.
Nice.
I'm going to do for it.
Definitely.
You've been doing that show for like 2 years now.
No, not what they're talking about the comedy nights because the comedy night's called Hoo Ha Comedy.
Yes.
So I'm just going to start it as John Wilson. Fuck it.
Yeah,
There
why
we
not?
go.
Yeah, do it. No, look, you just started, but you like you said, you've got the life experience, so let it fly, baby, let it fly.
So it's a good journey. I'm enjoying it.
Good. Yes,
I have
Tiffany.
one question. So the comedy scene over there where you're at's really good, John?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, yeah.
If
The
you're-
Liverpool
Interesting.
scene's good. There's lots
Yeah.
going on. There's lots of comedy nights, good and bad.
If you're British, Tiffany.
and but if you want to sort of, you've really got to move around really to get noticed. Within the circuit.
Right.
I mean,
Oh,
you
that's
guys have been doing that, so
Yeah, no,
you know
that's
the score,
that's
so-
exactly what we've been doing. Going out of state, trying to get out there and get your name out there.
yeah. And if you're in London, you've pretty much there's so much going on in London. It's you're certainly gonna, if you're good enough, you're certainly gonna get through quicker.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Because
listen.
that's all you want to do is people to pick the phone up, don't you, and book you.
Well, no. Now it works the other way around here. I thought that's the way it worked, and Tiffany informed me that in fact that is not the way it works. You have to pick up the phone and call them, no matter who you are, to book some shows. But once you get into the mainstream, into the main booking thing, then your name's out there, and then you're more likely. Like I have a show tomorrow night. They called me for the show.
Right.
Right. So that does happen, but not, typically you got to, we email and contact people every 3 months or so, or what is it, 6 weeks or some crap?
I email people every 3 weeks.
3 weeks, excuse me.
So you're setting up your own nights and that, Chris? Are you doing your own nights locally?
Locally and out of state, yeah. We just got back from where the hell were we just
We
now?
were in,
Virgi-
2 weeks ago we were in Pittsburgh
Yep.
and Maryland,
Yep.
and now last weekend we were in Daytona Beach.
Daytona Beach, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those. Very good. Did you enjoy it? Good nights.
Dude, we crushed, and some dude tattooed my name on his arm.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but someone's gonna die with Chris Gorges' name tattooed onto their arm.
Yes, Crystal.
So, what if he ever had to get it amputated? What happens to amputated body parts?
You
They
put
get-
it in
they get destroyed.
KFC's
Yeah.
fryer and we eat it.
No, they
do
get
they
destroyed.
burn
Lampshades,
it? They
boy,
burn it?
lampshades.
Yeah, lamb
If the
shades.
dude did have to get his arm amputated, and would you eat the part with your name on it?
No,
just to
why would I
keep-
eat human flesh?
I don't know, because Tiffany said it got deep fried at the KFC. So I
that
was
doesn't
wondering-
make it better, dude.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Tiffany would
It's
just
like
to
pork
preserve it.
crackling.
Oh, God.
He
Yes.
could get it stuffed and put it in a shadow box and hang it on his wall.
A
Ooh, would you do
shadow
that?
box. Yeah, I would, actually.
Or you could stretch the skin.
Come in.
John, I know it's late for you, John. I appreciate you calling. And I am seriously, since I got Miguel on the line with you, I'm seriously looking forward to this when you come over.
Yeah.
Is that going to
Oh,
happen
it's gonna
anytime?
be so fun.
No, I'm really looking
Yeah,
forward
it's
to
Yeah,
it.
gonna be
when's it
awesome.
happening?
I can give you the dates now, dude.
You do have the dates. Are you being serious right now?
Absolutely.
When?
Still shooting for the end of July, right?
Yeah. So it's the 20. I'm going to fly over on the 24th of July.
Holy crap.
Oh
dude.
my
let's
God.
check the schedule.
All right, so
24th
check
of
my
July.
schedule, see if I'm in town, and then the second thing is we'll see if we can get John on a stage. You were willing to do a guest set or something, right?
Yeah.
That
No,
wasn't.
no, John. Yeah.
I know that was
Hell
very
yeah.
The 24th and the 25th, we are in Fort Myers.
the whole weekend.
Yeah, just the 24th and the 25th.
How long are you going to be here, John?
Oh, guys. I'm going to go. I'm just looking now. I think I'm going to fly home over on the 3rd or the 4th of August.
Okay, so
So
we got
I'm
some
gonna
time.
be-
Oh, yeah, so the 3rd and the 4th of...
I don't think I'm booked that weekend.
Yeah. You don't have anything yet.
Sweet, perfect.
And on the 6th, you're gonna be at the... you're doing the improv thing at Snappers.
Well, that's just a little guess set.
I'm
All
looking
right.
forward to speaking to you guys about the old improv because I've been doing some improv as well. So
Really? Well, we need to coordinate when you're here, and that Wednesday, make sure that we have him in and we have him
Yeah.
on the show. Would you be willing to do that? Where are you going to be staying?
I'm gonna get an apartment somewhere or other. I don't know, rent someplace.
He's right by 75 and 60 is what that one you were looking at, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
75
he's right
is-
down the road from me.
Okay, so he's out Brandon Way.
So August 5th, he can come be on our
Exactly.
show.
All right, cool.
August 5th, you'll come
Hey,
be
maybe
on
we
the show.
can get you in the
Go
brewery that week.
What?
He won't be here.
Oh, when is
Huh?
it here?
I said maybe we can get everybody in the brewery that week for a little showdown.
A showdown? What do you want? Should we
Those
bring
dance?
firearms?
Oh,
Yeah,
a
what-
little radio fun time.
a radio fun time. Okay, first we had a showdown. now
I do my show just by where he's at.
Okay, cool. Well, no, we'll try to coordinate it. Well, I have a kid, so it makes it very difficult, Miguel. You're a free spirit, and you can just turn into a Rastafarian anytime you want. I got a child to look after. Yes, Crystal.
Yeah, and plus we could we could
I
drive
don't know
out
what
and
you're on about.
we could go and get John if he needs a ride here and bring him back. It's not a big deal. We're not.
Okay.
July
what I mean?
29th,
All right, thanks.
you're in Gainesville.
All right, we'll
So
figure
we'll
it out.
do a show on July 28th.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Oh,
All right, John. Well,
I'm
listen.
off that week, so I can give John we'll figure out and get him to wherever he needs to go, so you guys don't have to do double trips.
John, if you could see this picture, this is the guy that you're going to be hanging out with, I think, a good portion of your trip over here. And I don't know how you feel about it, but yeah.
Well, thankfully, I can't see his picture at the moment, so
I know.
because as I say, Skype's just crashed. So.
Well, that's fine. We can hear you just fine. You're doing great.
But anyway, I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys.
Totally.
And, I'm just gonna throw myself on stage. I was a bit worried, but fuck
Why?
it.
Why are
Let's
you
do it.
worried? Why? Are you
Um,
getting good reception in the sets that you're doing now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been
Okay.
emceeing a lot of nights, and I'm emceeing a night tomorrow night as well. Quite enjoy that because it gives you a lot of freedom, and I think sometimes less pressure.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that, but
No, I agree. Do you
Um,
think there's going to be sort of a cultural gap that you're going to have to jump over? Or?
Not really, no, because I think I did make that reference last time,
Right.
and I'm thinking about my various routines that I've got. I can tweak them to fit.
See, John's already thinking. I like
So-
that. He's already like, listen, I got the tools. Don't worry about it. That's what I want to hear.
Just don't.
Teaching John the lingo from over here, and then John's teaching me the lingo from over there, so I can better my my stage presence on the radio.
Just don't say favorite with a U in it. You'll go fine.
Don't say facetious.
All right, guys. Look, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Aluminium.
What's that? Yeah. I want to thank John. Thank you for calling. Miguel, thank you so much, buddy. I don't know. That's not your real hair, is it? Have you really gone with the... Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. All right. Well,
That is pubes, pubes.
dude, if they...
Oh God.
Pew.
I think I like the other hair better, actually. He's got the high and tight marine cut. Look at that.
I know.
What is that,
He
dude?
looks like a dirty cop.
I'm scared of
He
you.
looks like he's Serpico.
I'm gonna arrest you.
Oh my God, John! If he scares you, I'll hang out with you while you're here.
Oh, that's see that now.
That's fine. Are we gonna do? Are we getting the shower cam tonight? By the way. Just
No,
wanted
that's
to
next
double
weekend.
check.
That's
Is
next
it-
weekend.
okay, so-
Oh, is that- oh shit.
She brought it up, and she wants to do the shower cam, and I was like, go ahead. And they were like, oh, well, you don't have to do it. I'm like, you told people you were going to do it already, so now you have to
You
do
got
it.
overly dismissive,
You
dude.
told people you're gonna do it?
She announced it.
we did a Periscope about.
Did you
me
not hear
doing it.
John just now? When's the shower cam, by the way?
Everybody wants to know.
Oh, you
Yeah.
cheeky
So
son
you're
of a
gonna do
bitch.
what? Oh,
I'm gonna shower live for Periscope.
She's going to shower live. Look at Miguel. Look, he's shaking his head no. Why
I
no?
know.
Why no? No? He said, oh, shame, he said with the
No,
finger.
go ahead if that's your bag, but just saying.
Would you
I'll watch.
would you
I'll watch.
he's totally gonna be watching. He's just.
Am I blushing?
No, do you know what I wouldn't watch actually? I'd probably tune in and then sort of like cover the screen with my hand because I'm a gentleman like that. I'm a gentleman.
You're a gentleman.
All right, boys. Listen, always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Thanks so much for calling in and giving us a holler, man. Looking forward to your adventure here, John, for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys. We're gonna have some fun.
We'll give you some nice hospitality. Maybe we'll have you over for poker one night. Who knows?
Oh well, I definitely will. I want a poker night. I
I
definitely want a
told you,
poker night.
John. I told you.
Yeah. All
Oh, I
right.
want that poker.
Okay. He's like, John's like, give me the chips.
Forget-
Give me the chips.
Forget the comedy. Let's just play poker.
Yeah,
You
put your
tried to
money
set
in.
a poker night up with me, and I'm not into poker. It's like I know just the guys.
Yeah, we can hook it up, definitely. All right, cool. I'm excited about this trip, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
All right, there it is.
All right, amigos.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, all right?
Thanks. You have to hang
See
up
ya.
because I can't hang up at all.
Oh, we'll do it.
I
There
will
you go.
miss you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Love
live
you all.
from.
Love you all.
Oh my God.
There
Bye.
you go. John
Bye.
Wilson and Miguel Hito on the phone. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. And then, no, not that song. Not that
It's
song.
not
No,
supposed to-
damn it, not that song. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the second half of Double Special. If you're listening on IRN, hang on. We're going to be right back with a little bit more of this wackiness. I'm angry to talk about that.
tried to break your mental games, but I can make it deep. I tried to walk 1 mile in your shoes. I wouldn't last 1 mile in your shoes. I won't give up on you. You make it easy to. I tried to open up your eyes so you can see my views. You know I love you, girl. You know you mean the world. But you got me so just up, you save my every girl.
All right, everybody, we're back. Second half double special. Welcome back, everybody, in the studio. Jordan Lee, Tiffany, Barbee, Crystal Hayes. Before the break, we were talking to John Wilson, Miguel Hito. John Wilson will be in town at the end of July. If you're local here and you'd like to hear John Wilson, we'll have him on the show in the studio, and also he'll be doing stand-up somewhere in town. So we throw him to the wolves.
We will find a place.
We'll find a stage.
I have an
Find some
idea. We'll
planks
talk about
for
it later.
All right, before the break, I was talking about something that happened to me in the past that led to something tonight where here's what happened. I literally turned into my father tonight, earlier this evening. I turned into my father. I always knew it would happen. You joke about that. And you say, it'll never happen, but it does. Eventually, I think all of us have some traits of our parents. Jordan, you have any traits of your father?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
I like old movies and Looney Tunes.
Tiffany, you connected in any way to your parents emotionally?
Oh, like I act like them?
Yeah.
No, not really.
All right. Well, anyway, so I remember this one instance when I was younger, and it caused all kinds of chaos in the neighborhood. I used to hang out with a group of kids. There was one kid, like I was saying to you, the big ogre kid, right?
Right.
Got into an argument with him. My bike was laying down on its side. He walked over, stomped on the back rim, bent the crap out of it, right? The thing wouldn't spin at all, just jacked it up. So, of course, I'm like 12, 13. I'm really upset. I bring the bike home. My dad flips out, goes over to their house, goes to the parents, listen, your kid just destroyed my son's bike. Somebody's going to have to pay for this. You're going to have to pay for this.
Right.
They acted like he was out of line doing that. Like, how dare you come over here and stick up for your wimp of a kid? Like somehow maybe I should have or whatever. But
Probably should have.
But my point is, at that point, my dad in the neighborhood became like the complainer guy, like the guy that if your kids did something bad, he'd come over and he would complain about it. Well, tonight,
You are that guy.
Yeah,
tonight
you
I
are
turned
that
into
guy.
that guy.
Well, you have to
No,
do
you've
that.
been that guy for ages.
No, I don't know if I've been that guy for ages. But
Ever since I met you.
No, I don't complain. There's no
Oh,
complaining.
you're such a complainer.
That is the you know what I'm saying.
That's
the
because
kettle
you
calling the pot
are
black right
worthy
there.
of complaining.
Yeah.
No.
I don't complain. I make
You're-
it a noise thing, and I may have opinions about things, but I don't complain in that. No, and when I use the word complain, that's the word they use. But it wasn't complaining. What he did was stick up for somebody, his son, who somebody else took advantage of and destroyed their property. And he knew I couldn't go over there and get things done, so he went over as a parent. And I think that's appropriate. Tiffany,
I agree. That's what parents are for.
right.
So you're saying you coddled your son today?
I didn't coddle him.
Oh.
All right. It wasn't anything to do with my son. like that.
No, no
Different
coddling.
situation, but I had to confront some parents about some other kids in the neighborhood, and it got heated, and I got loud, and I cursed in these people's I was so pissed off. So here's the situation. So we got a family that lives up the street, and they have multiple adopted children, okay? And they're all different ethnicities. So they're adopted from different families. They're not, I don't think any of them are blood. They may be blood related. I don't know. I'm guessing that maybe they were adopted like after like children that had them in the family couldn't take care of them for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what the situation. Anyway,
Yeah.
long story short, two of the kids, like 2 years ago when Jake was old enough to start having friends and playing stuff, he used to come over. And we had talked about this before on the show. The one kid is an older kid, and he's a black child, and it's relevant. That's why I bring it up to what I'm going to talk about.
Your racism.
No, whatever. And the other kid is actually a little bit just like 1 year younger, but very, very wafy, like underdeveloped kid. He looks like
Yeah.
he's like what, like 5 or 6?
He does. He looks like
Yeah.
he's 5
Very-
or 6.
does.
Yeah, very tiny little kid, right? So they both started coming over. Jaden actually came over. He's a black kid. He came over first, and then Christian came around a little bit, like maybe a year later. I don't know where he was or if he was in the. I have no idea. But anyway, so Jaden's around. Jaden, when Jaden first started coming over, we welcomed him as Jake's playmate and everything, and things started to happen. Like he would throw stuff up on the roof, or he would take Jake's toys and something would get broken. And then they were swinging on the swing, and because he was older, the whole swing popped out of the ground. And I kept telling him, dude, you can't do that. You're too big for that. You can't do that. And then one day I walked out there, and Jake was pinned to the ground as this kid, pulled the swing set over. So little by little, I had to send him home multiple times. Multiple times, you gotta get. Then there was like the little cursing and the little sex jokes that the kid would have Jake doing. Again, the kids, Jaden's like what, like 5 years, 6 years, no, like 4 or 5 years older than Jake, right?
Yeah, like what is he?
4
10?
years. He's
Yeah,
11.
so he's
4 years.
about 4 years.
So
yeah.
there's a different mindset there. He's heading into puberty. Jake's not even considering that yet, right?
Yeah.
So then Christian comes into the picture, and Jake really connects with Christian. And I see this dynamic between Christian and Jaden, where Jaden is basically like the slave master over Christian. And whatever he whatever he says, it goes. And
Loaded
Christian really
term.
doesn't. Yeah, Christian really doesn't have like any say so in the matter, and he's downtrodden all the time when Jaden's around. And
Yeah.
Jaden's just in control of every situation socially when the kids are out there because he's the biggest of them all. Then I saw the violence start to happen, where he, I could see him pushing his younger brother around, and then one day the kid comes over, he's all scratched up, and Jaden had pinned him to the ground in the street out there and was hurting him, and I had to go and take him over to this house. I've been over the house like twice up to this point. Over 3 years. Now, mind you, in the meantime, these kids are coming over. They're eating our food. They're getting my kid to ask for food.
They got food from me.
They did.
They hit Tiffany up for food. And, when I asked this young kid, Christian, about it, he's like, oh, we don't have any food at my house. I have to sleep on the floor. And Chris was like, oh, the poor little kid. I'm like, that kid is full of crap. I'm telling you right now, the kid's full of crap. I
But
don't
what
believe
if
a word
he
said.
wasn't? Then you would feel horrible.
I didn't believe a word of it. We live in a pretty decent neighborhood. I don't think that's happening. It could be. You're right. It could be. But pretty small percentage because I know how kids are. They like to stretch the truth. So anyway, long story short, today, for the last week, and now Jaden's been banned from the house. He's gone. He can't come over anymore after the last
because
time.
of the last incident,
The last
which we
incident.
talked about on the show.
Right, where he had my son calling kids gay. And I'm like, that's it. You're done. I don't want you around here. You're too old. It's not working. You're done. So Christian's been coming over on a regular basis for the last month or so, right?
And on a
Even
very
more
regular
than
basis.
Yeah,
like
again,
the
these
last
kids
3
show up at
months.
I had to tell Christian at one point, you can't come into the house. You can't come to the house before 10 o'clock in the morning. Don't come here before 10, because he would show up at 8:30. We're like in our pajamas, getting ready to eat breakfast. He's like knock, 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 and he would stay literally the entire day.
Yeah, like our kid doesn't even get up until like 9 or 9:30 in the morning.
Well,
dude.
now, but before he got up, but Christian was like, hey, I'm here, and that, not for a couple hours, for the whole damn day. Till 7 o'clock at night. There have been multiple times when the parents, who I've not met at all, never come over here. The mother, the adoptive mother, would show up. Hey, is Christian here? No, he's not here. He's gone. And yeah, and I'm like, okay, great. You don't know where your kid's at. Whatever. This is at night. So anyway, Jaden, shut up, dude. So Jaden, just because I have a life and you don't. So Jaden drives by the
life.
street. Yeah, whatever. You got shit to talk
You're
about.
fighting 9-year-olds.
I'm
Go
not
on, go
fighting.
on.
You haven't even heard the rest of the story, so you have no idea what you're
just
talking
be
about.
quiet.
All right, so Jaden rides by, and I say to Jaden that today it's like the summer, and I haven't seen Christian in a week. Not that it's been bad, but
Yeah, it's
It's
surprising.
been awesome. It's so
yeah,
awesome.
you're right. I'm like, what
Yeah,
happened?
but
So I-
is he still alive?
It's
Okay, so-
unusual, yeah.
all right, so I asked Jaden. I said, hey, where's Christian been? Because I thought maybe he went to camp or something, right?
Right.
Well, he's grounded. I said, oh, he's grounded. Oh, what happened? Well, he asked his older brother to see his privates. And I'm like, what? He asked his older brother at the house to see his privates. I'm like, oh, okay. And he can't come over here anymore. He's not allowed to come over here. And I'm like, well, why is he not allowed to come over here? Well, because of that. And I'm like, what do you mean because of that? Well, my mom said that your son showed him how to do that. And I'm like, what? Okay, my son doesn't. I know for a fact my son doesn't talk about it. He's not a very sexual kid and whatever. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. And I'm like, well, you
Yeah.
can tell your mom she doesn't know what she's talking about, because I don't know why that would be an issue. And I'm like, and then I'm thinking, what the hell, man? So the kid leaves, and I come in. I'm kind of stewing on this a little bit, thinking, that's a hell of a thing to say about a kid in the neighborhood.
Right.
That he's got your kid asking to see other kids' privates. I don't understand. And like a day later.
Yeah. and-
Yeah, right?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
weird. So, like,
So I'm stewing over it. I'm talking to the girls that are here, and I'm like, this is kind of messed up. And, should I go say something, I think?
yeah, and I was like, yeah, you should,
Yeah,
because that's
totally.
like a real big accusation to be throwing around without discussing it.
Yeah, why wouldn't they, as parents, if my kid did that? I mean, first of all, I don't think it's really a big deal. I think boys are like
Right,
curious
boys
at
are
that
like,
age.
hey, look at my penis. Like, they're so proud of it. A lot of times, you never know. But
What?
no, boys
No.
do. Like, no.
Dude.
No, I never did that when I was a kid.
I have friends who
I
have
never-
little boys, and they like to run around with their junk out, and they think
Yeah,
it's
Well,
cool.
that's but
does.
that's when they're toddlers and very young kids. Once you
Hmm.
get to like 7 or 8, you kind of keep it in the pants. You're not really
Yeah.
showing it.
What's the first thing that the kids did when they got a camera? Didn't Jake want to take a picture of it?
He
Like,
did.
that was the first
When he
thing
was
he wanted
peeing,
to do.
remember?
That's just like a natural boy thing.
Well,
Yeah.
that, but not asking
While
somebody
he
to
was
show
peeing,
me.
that's
Anyway,
so funny.
all right. Here's the thing. You're not helping this at all.
Oh,
Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's getting weird.
All right, but Jake isn't outwardly like he doesn't like.
Yeah, he's not sexual about it
Not,
at all.
not really.
Oh, no.
Even when he's kind of like, because he has discovered himself, even if he's doing that, he's kind of like he doesn't want to be looked at. So it's not. I don't see where he would be talking about. Anyway, long story short, I decide I'm going to go over there and I'm going to say so. I'm just going to let them, find out if that's in fact what had happened.
Right,
Like, I
and
want to
find
know
out.
if that's something that happened. I need to know.
You gotta
like,
talk
so
about it.
Right, and I got to talk to my kid about it
Yeah.
as well. So I go over there, I knock on the door. As usual, it takes forever for them to come to the door. Then they finally come to the door. The lady comes out, and I said, hey, listen, Jaden was by, and I asked him where Christian was, and he said he was grounded, and he told me that the reason he was grounded is because that he asked to see his brother's privates, and that somehow Jake had been involved in getting him to do that. And I said, is that true? And she goes, well, yeah, that's true. And I said, well, how is Jake involved in that? Well, Jake has him doing stuff all the time. Like, what do you mean Jake has doing it? Like, what stuff? Well, he says words. Christian has come across with these words that I've never heard before. That she said, I've never heard the words before. So in my brain, I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like Latin words? Like, what does that mean exactly?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Right. So I'm like, I said, what are the words? Well, I don't know what the words are. I'm like, really? You don't know what they are? You have no idea what the actual words are? And then she says what they are, and it's the cock and balls is what she said.
Yeah.
Cock and ball. Okay. I don't know where Christian got that, but he didn't get it from here.
Yeah, I've
'cause
never heard
I
Jake
don't
say it.
like that first word. I don't really say that. And
Oh
we
yeah,
don't
you
really-
hate that word.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that word. So it's not around here. I know we don't watch anything. There's no cartoons
Yeah.
that he's watching
Yeah,
where that
no.
might come into play.
Chris doesn't even like throbbing.
Jordan, do you
Veiny
you ain't
sets
s-
him
yeah,
off
but
in
you
all
haven't-
kinds of
Have you
ways.
said anything like that in the house?
No.
Okay.
No, I only tell Jake harmless lies. Like today, I had him believing in plain popsicles.
Nice. So when she said that to me, I was like, well, I said, I don't know, where they're coming. So I get a little upset, and then she says, well, they don't have to come over at all. I said, listen, I'm just doing what. She goes, well, you know what you're doing is you're coming over and making trouble. That's when I kind of got pissed off. You're coming over and making trouble. I said, listen, I'm coming over as a parent to find out what happened,
Right.
so that I can address it.
And a good parent would do that. They
Right.
they should have come over when that happened. They
Right.
should have been like, oh, well, we need to go talk and find out, get the bottom of this, who did what,
Right. So I'm a little bit loud at that point. I'm getting loud because now I'm getting upset.
Yeah.
And the door opens up, and one of her sons comes out. I've never met this dude. He's kind of a dumpy dude, and he comes out. What's the problem here? And I said, the problem is that I'm trying to talk to this lady about the kids here and the problem, and she doesn't really give a. Well, I'm from New Jersey, he says. Like that. Somehow that's going to
Did
like.
he say it with the southern accent? Because that sounds off.
No, he didn't. But there's that
Okay.
dopey. It just pissed me off. I'm from New
Jersey.
Jersey, and I'm like, what what the
I'm
F
from
does
New
that? What does
Jersey.
that have to? And now I'm cursing, and they get upset because I'm cursing, and I'm like, I don't know what that has to do with anything, dude. What are you gonna do, Jersey? Well, I'm gonna call the cops and have you arrested. I said, for what? For coming over here and talking to you? What have I done? So he kind of backed down. She kind of gets in my face, and then she says to me, this amazed me. She said to me, well, you don't like Jaden because you're prejudiced. That's what she said to me.
yeah.
You're
that was ridiculous.
prejudiced. And I looked at her, I was like, what? You're prejudiced. You let Christians stay, but you don't let the black kids stay. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, lady. Like, it has nothing to do with the color of his skin. It has everything to do with the fact that I don't trust your son around my kid.
Right.
He's got violence in his heart. I can see it in his eyes. He likes to be rough. I don't want him around my kid because I don't want to go to the emergency room to have my kid stitched up because your kid's an idiot. All right? I laid it out. At that point, I'm pissed. I don't care if you don't know if I don't like your kid. It has nothing to do with the color of his skin. And I told her, I said, Ann, I'm sorry, but you might be a little racist for saying that. Like,
Right.
Oh, you threw the reverse racism card at her.
all right, first of all,
You're so
there's no
racist.
such thing as reverse racism. Racism is racist. It's not reverse. Racism doesn't only exist for black people. You know that, right? Because
right.
you said that out loud, and that makes no sense. Racism is racism. You like somebody not. Now, I get maybe there's a part of this woman that identifies with the black culture, as we're going to talk about in a minute, another person who did the same damn thing because she's got a black kid. She actually said to me, how can I be racist? I adopted a black kid. Well, for some reason you think just because I'm a white person and I ban your kid from my house that it's got to be about the color of his skin. That's a pretty goddamn racist thing to say to somebody.
It is, yeah.
Am I right or am I wrong?
No, it is because
No, it's not.
it's the
It
furthest from
certainly
the
is,
truth.
dude. She literally
It
thinks
doesn't make
because
her
of the-
racist. It
it's-
makes her anti-Chris.
No.
No, it makes her an idiot.
No, it was about the color of her kid's skin. That's racism. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That
it-
somehow
quick
she
to
thought
call
that I
the
thought I
race,
was
yeah.
better than her kid, or somehow I was empowered over her kid because of the color
That
of his
doesn't
skin.
make her racist.
It
that she
certainly
thought that.
does.
No,
it's-
it doesn't.
No, that's because you're
You're
on the other
confusing
side.
things.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
She didn't. No,
It had
her
nothing-
calling you racist doesn't make her racist.
She called me prejudiced, first of all.
Okay,
She
her
didn't call
calling
me
you prejudiced
racist.
doesn't make her
I called
racist.
her a racist because she was assuming because I was white that I must not like her kid because he's
Right,
black.
because she's sitting there thinking
It's a
about
racist
skin
attitude,
color.
dude.
Yeah,
That's a racist
she's,
thing to say,
She's
though, it
thinking
is.
about skin color, where Chris is just like, no, your
No,
kid is
she's
bad
going
for
off
my
the,
kid.
the evidence that you banned one of her children from your home.
Right.
Yeah,
Because he was black, which is racist.
and it
You
has
did
nothing
it because
to
he
do
was
with
black?
No, she thought I did.
Oh.
That's racist. She's a racist.
Even
No.
though she knows
No,
even though she was
couldn't look
told the
past
reason
color.
why when
Yeah.
it happened.
I told her multiple times, and she still thinks it because her kid's black. That's somebody who has a racist chip on their shoulder for some reason. Now you can paint that. I know. Listen, I don't want to. I'm not going to argue with this with you.
Okay.
Because I know how you are about it. You won't understand that that's how it works. You don't get that it goes both ways. It goes
Oh,
both
that's
ways.
see, that's
What?
shitty
What?
way of arguing.
How is it shitty
You're
way
just
of
saying
arguing?
I don't understand you.
No,
I can't
we've-
possibly understand you.
we've
I
had
do
this-
understand what you're
No, you
saying,
don't.
and it's wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not wrong,
She's
dude.
not racist for calling you prejudiced.
We
That's
got-
not what racism means.
What does racism mean?
It means you hate someone for the color of their skin. She hates you personally.
No,
Yes, she does for
thinks-
banning one of her
no,
children.
in her
And
brain.
now the other one.
Listen, she thinks that I banned her kid because of the color of his skin.
Okay,
It's a
so
racist
what?
thought
no,
to
it's
have.
not.
It is.
It is.
No, it's
You
not.
got 3 people telling you it is. Whatever. All right,
Go
well,
back
let's
to
move on.
playing your video
Yeah, I'm not
game.
going to argue it.
All right.
You got 3 people that agree with me. It's pretty simple. If you have some sort of a problem because of the color of somebody's skin, or the inference that maybe they have a problem with you because of the color of skin, regardless of what they say, then you're a racist. Okay. Period. Thank you.
No.
Yeah. No. Whatever, dude. 'Cause
No.
You would know a racist if they kicked you right in your white crotch. All right. Anyway.
Oh my God. She made a personal attack on you. It
No,
was
she
not
didn't.
a racist
No,
thing.
she made a racist statement. Whatever.
Okay.
No, I get it. No, because she's got a black kid, she can say whatever the hell she wants.
No,
if I had
that's
said
not
that,
what
it
it
would
is
be.
at all.
If I had said
You're
that,
simply using
if I had
terms
said that,
wrong.
listen, if I went to a black family and said you don't like my
Oh.
kid because they're white, that's why they're not allowed. That would be a racist thing to say, would it not?
Wait, say that again. I
If
wasn't
a
paying
family
attention.
said to me, a black family said,
Yeah.
and I said, and I said, you won't let my kid come over because he's white. Would that be racist to say to a black family?
No, you'd be accusing them of racism. That's not a racist act in and of itself.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
If that's all you see, it is. All right, anyway, I'm going to move
Okay.
on. All right. So anyway, long and short is the guy got my face, da-da-da-da-da. That's the end of it. The kid, neither of them are coming over again. I can't. Look, I'm trying to be a good parent. I don't see where I was that far out of bounds.
No.
And I got loud. And I, you know what? It felt kind of good. Let me just say that.
You
And-
talked to the other neighbor, though.
Yeah, I went over to the other neighbor because I told her, I said, look, I'm not the only person who said stuff that's happened with your kids. Because she said to me, Jake likes to pick up poop and squeeze it. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah,
what the hell you're talking about.
Jake wouldn't want to do that because he doesn't like.
What I
stuff
and
like
I
that.
think really the final crux of it, which kind of quelled it, when she started making all these accusations and saying, oh, her son was saying this and her son was saying that. I said, listen, let me ask you a question. Does your son sleep on the floor in the house? And she looked at me like, what? I said, does your son sleep on the floor? No, he has bunk beds. I said, well, he's been telling me for a year that
Yeah.
he has no bed and
Yeah,
he lays on the floor
totally.
and there's no food here. Okay, so is it possible? And I asked her very sternly, but I wasn't crazy. I said, is it possible that maybe your son might be stretching the truth to cover his butt in this situation, like he's been doing with us, covering his butt? I need some food. Why? Oh, we got no food in my house.
We're poor. We don't have any food.
Yeah, we're poor. I sleep on
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
So, and that, again, they looked at me like, well, I think her son got it at that point. I'm like, listen, I didn't come over here because I'm just pissed off for no reason. Yes, Crystal.
And I would like to say, though, his story is a little bit was believable only because he would come over and his feet would be growing out of his shoe because the front of it was like literally wide open and he had
That's
no
true.
soles, and they would let him walk like for months with those
Yeah.
shoes.
Maybe that's his
hold
play
on.
shoes.
And not to mention that right now he's wearing a pair of shoes that we gave him. I said, listen, take these old shoes, So don't act like, please don't think that I'm so insensitive to this kid. We've given him food. I've
Right.
given him shoes. I've taken him to the park and hang out with us because he never gets to go anywhere or anything. And then that.
I buy him
And-
McDonald's and
And
stuff.
you have taken care of him. You've been with him more. Like, you guys are like his summer camp. Their parents were getting free childcare after school and
Yeah.
during the
Right.
summer. Like,
Ridiculous.
she should thank you. She should
And that's-
bring
no,
you a pie
No,
over.
what I get is I'm prejudiced against one of the black kids because he got banned. No, your kid pulled a swing set down on top of my kid. That's why he can't come here anymore, because he's got my kid calling other kids gay. So when we talk about cock and balls, where do you think that might be coming from? My son or Jaden, who literally one of the other neighborhood kids came over and said, hey, Jaden's making your son curse to the other kids and say bad things.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, okay, great, perfect. And that's the crap I get from these dirtbags over there. So I appreciate that, dirtbag degenerate people. I don't know how the hell you were able to adopt 4 kids. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's legal. I don't know.
That's how they got to live in this neighborhood.
the
They probably
hell?
made a lot of money.
You're like the anti-Mr. Rogers.
How many anti?
It's a horrible day in the neighborhood.
I'll tell you, you'll never have kids.
Won't you die? Won't you die? You horrible, shitty neighbors.
Christian just wants you to love him, Chris.
No, and here's the thing. You don't have the kids, so you don't have to deal with it. I know with your personality, that would last about one day with the kids coming over and asking you for crap and wanting you to somehow connect with them emotionally so they can replace what they're not getting at their house. It's not my place. I'm not a social worker. I'm not trying to adopt kids. I got my own kid, and I'm trying to keep him from being influenced by idiots. Those kids are idiots. I'm sorry. They're the parent. I told them when I left, you guys are doing a crappy job with your kids. I'm sorry. They're over here all the time. They're in abandoned houses, and now they're trying to pull my kid into it. And I get it. I get that because I ran with a couple of kids like that. And yeah, you tend to get wrapped up in it. You're like, yeah, I'm with the gang. I'm with my boys, man. But I don't want him to do that.
Yeah, you don't want Jake to turn out like those kids, and if he
No.
hangs out with them, will probably be what happens.
That's right. Heed the words of Grandpa Dad.
Well, on the subject of race, since we brought it up, we got this huge story right now. Rachel, what's her name? Dozel,
Delizel.
whatever the hell her name is.
Dolezal.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She actually, where did she live? Portland?
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, she was in Portland, Oregon. She was the CEO of the NAACP.
NAACP chapter head.
Their chapter head.
Not the CEO.
Whatever. They said CEO to begin with. She's CEO of some crap. Given many speeches on race. Up to this point, I think everybody thought she was a black girl. Turns out, not so much. Not so much a black girl. She's kind of a white girl. And actually sued Howard University. Did you see that?
Yeah.
She sued Howard University when she could not get financial aid and get into college when she was pregnant and white, and said that they discriminated her because she was white and pregnant. And now she's got the kinky hair, and she's got like a darker tone. Matt Lauer interviewed her last night or whatever, and she basically said she identifies as a black person now. As race goes, Drew, I know you're sensitive to this issue. What do you think of that? When a white person says they identify, they go to bat for the black cause.
You know what?
Throughout her life. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I think,
Really?
You know what? We've all been okay with Caitlyn Jenner, right? We've all learned to accept transgender people and accept that, hey, maybe they weren't born that way, but this is the way they feel, and maybe we should let them live that way. So why can't we do it with race now?
So you think, really? So you think we should be able to do it with race? At any point in your time, you should be able to just go ahead and say, hey, I feel like an Indian, and then go ahead and start being Hindu and do all that stuff, and
Yes,
be
why
considered,
not?
call yourself an Indian?
Why not?
Even though you're not of that blood or heritage.
Well, because I don't think. Listen, we have to separate the act, like this one thing about her life where she was a transracial person.
Okay,
right?
but it's not
And
one-
no, listen, and the action and the rest of her life where she's one of those helpy people who are so awful, which is why she became head of the NAACP.
All right, but
she's
let me-
one of those nasty people who want to help.
Let me interject right here that she also lied quite a few times about some pretty important stuff. Number
Yeah.
one, who her father was. Number one, who her kid was. And she's not black.
Well,
She's not a black person.
she became one.
No, she didn't.
It doesn't matter then. But
No,
if she
didn't become a black person. I want you to identify that she did not actually become a black person. She still is a Caucasian person.
she's in transition.
No, she's not.
She's transitioning.
No,
dude.
she is
And
transition
clearly
to
she
what?
is. Look at her hair.
Well, how is
She's
she?
obviously having some kind of treatments done to that.
All right, Tiffany, weigh in on this, please.
I don't know who this person is that you're speaking
I just
of.
explained who it is
Well, yeah, I
based
get
on the
it.
information I just
No,
gave
you
you
know
can't.
what-
You can't be black. You can't be a white person and then be black. You could be like, what did they call them, Uyghurs back in the day?
That's a
And that's
totally
a white
different
person
thing.
that wants
No,
to be
not
black.
really. It's identifying with black
Like,
culture as
you-
a white person.
you
It's
could
the
do-
same damn thing, except she actually went cosmetic with it.
Yeah, so she's totally. What did she do? She get a pigment change?
Well, what about
No,
this
she's not-
upsets
hold
you
on.
so much?
She's not. I'm not upset about anything. I'm just talking
Oh,
about.
you're
she,
clearly upset.
I'm not upset. She did not get a pigment change. They questioned her about the pigment on her skin, and she just said, some people tan, is what she said. As far as the hair goes, I don't know. I mean, they showed a picture when she was 16, and she looked like a Nebraska cheerleader.
Oh yeah, she was all freckly faced and all
yeah.
that.
Some black people are white though.
No, they're not. They're still black.
Like,
How do you act white and black? How is that possible?
Well, we can
Think
all
about that.
trace our origins back to Africa eventually.
Yes, you
so
can.
You
But-
can go with that.
But she's not going with that
I
at all.
don't think she. I don't.
She's going with. Hold on, Tiffany. She's going with. She had a catalyst that pushed her into where now I'm going to be black
Yeah,
or
you-
attempt to be black.
You
But-
can't.
Yeah, and she lied about it to a lot of people. I mean, she was questioned flat out, and she lied and said, yes, in fact, my parents are black. What do you think about that? She lied about saying that her parents are black so that people would think she's black. And the question that was posed to her today was, did you do this because it put you in a better position to do the things that you wanted to do?
Was she under oath when she lied? Because, I think it's okay for a transgender person when questioned by random people in public or something to be able to say, yes, I'm actually a female.
I don't think it was random.
They don't necessarily have to admit to being a male to every person who acts.
Yes, Tiffany.
So you're saying that if people can do the transgender thing, people can do a transracial thing.
I'm just saying maybe that's the next frontier.
I bet that
So everybody just does their own thing all willy-nilly.
I want to be a dinosaur.
Which is amazing to me because you have a problem with me or anybody doing like voices of other people, but you're totally okay with them assuming the identities of other races.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They're doing it sincerely. You're doing it to mock.
I don't believe that she's doing it sincerely. I honestly don't believe
I
that.
do.
No, really?
I do. I think she's
Really?
sincere about
Do
it.
you know what you get paid heading up the NAACP?
I don't think you get paid that much.
Whatever, dude. If you don't think there's some fundraising money coming in, then you're out of your mind. And she lied.
I think it goes a lot deeper than just wanting
She sued
money.
a university for being, and Howard, by the way, which is like the biggest
Yeah,
black
I
university on the
understand,
planet, right? Sued them because they were discriminating against her.
She wanted to
being white.
boycott a movie because it was casting white people in African American roles.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. Don't say you're black because you're doing it. Just own that you're white and say I want to help and do that. Why do you have to lie and become a black person? I don't know.
Maybe that's because that's what she identifies as.
No, it's because it was what worked with her. She knew she couldn't
Oh.
get in without doing that. I'm just
Get
saying
in
that's
where?
fine. Get into
really-
the black movement without them saying,
Why-
"Hey, we
why
don't
would-
need you, white person."
Why would she do that unless she identified with them?
I don't
How do you
really-
identify with a black person?
I don't know. Why don't you go ask Rachel Dolezal?
I don't like
go ahead.
this whole identifying with things. Can't people just be themselves? Just be yourself.
I agree.
Well,
Just
maybe
be yourself.
herself was
And
a
you
black
can- you
person.
can-
Well, hold
but
on.
you
though.
can act however you want to act and be however you want to be, but do you have to really I think if you're born the way that you look and what I just think why can't you just be yourself and then act
Well,
a different
because-
way and
all
dress however you want? I just think you can
That's what she was
identify-
doing.
I just but why go to the extent?
No, that's not what she was doing. She was lying about being
Yeah.
black. She wasn't dressing black or acting black. She literally said she was black, and she's not. Genetically, she's not black. So that's a lie.
Genetics and circumstances are two different things. She found herself where she identified with being black, and I think it's fine.
That's awesome,
Uh,
dude. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was expecting
I-
from Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan, you have weird brain issues.
Well,
Here's
it's enough of a brain to beat your ass at trivia crack.
All
isn't
right,
it?
we'll get into that. Trivia Crack we're playing now.
You
if
just
you've not
beat me one round.
If you've not
Yeah,
played the
so
game,
far.
yeah. If you've not played the game, it's an app that you get on your phone. I think Corey Alexander mentioned it when he was here. God, I
Yeah,
keep burping,
he's
excuse me.
the one that got us in. And the reason I lost you is because I didn't know who Miley Cyrus's boyfriend was.
Don't- oh, make
that's
excuses,
a stupid.
make
Why would I
excuses.
know that? It would make me sad if I knew that.
Okay, so Jordan and Crystal and Tiffany and myself have been playing. I'm not playing as much as you guys are. I'm not. For some reason on the phone. It's just. Ugh.
It's your fault that I'm doing it.
I just tried it. I was just trying it. Unlike you, I don't get obsessive compulsive and stay on something for 8 months until what level are you? Like 92 now?
I'm on like 35.
What
and
level
I've
are
only
you
been
on?
playing for 3 days.
I'm 34. You're not 35.
I
You're
think,
below me.
wait, I'm 30 something.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. All right, so the way this works is you can basically play like little trivia challenges with another person with your friends on there. So you can put it on your phone, Trivia Crack, and you go through little trivia questions. You answer questions till you miss one, and then it is flipped over to your opponent, and then they get a chance to go, and you collect little characters.
I'm
You can collect
32.
the closer you get to 6 characters, or the one that gets 6 characters wins the match. And sometimes they have little challenges where you get like rapid fire questions. So and you get like what do you get like little power ups and crap like that, right? Do you
Yeah,
use your little power ups?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't lost yet, so I'm not sure what happens when you lose.
You're how many in 0?
Me personally. Let me go back to my profile. I think I'm like 26-0 now.
So how does this make you feel? You feel smarter than
Yeah,
everybody now? So you
yeah,
feel so this is an
yeah.
empowering thing for you.
I like
when I
playing
got
strangers.
the achievement for 25 consecutive victories, yeah, that felt good. That
I-
felt good.
I do like playing strangers because I like.
Mhm.
I don't really necessarily like playing people that I know because I don't want to be like smarter or dumb. You know, I just like everyone to be like the same.
What? That's impossible. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I like to play strangers because I think it's fun making them feel stupid.
Wow. I
Wow.
think everybody should be the same, but I like people making
Well, I
people
want
feel
my
stupid.
friends. I don't want to like make my friends feel stupid.
The phone number is 727-475-6139 if you'd like to call in and make Tiffany sound stupid. You can,
Some of the questions though are really dumb. Like
what
I
level
don't
are
do
you
well
on,
at
Crystal?
pop
What are you doing
culture.
over there? Why are you pointing the screen all around?
Because I'm going to pull up a quiz,
Oh,
and I don't want
know-
people
I
to
didn't know
see
if we were
this.
gonna do it.
I don't, yeah.
All right. Well,
Crystal's level 25.
I'm level 25.
Because we didn't. There's a couple other things I want to talk
No,
about.
you can. I'm just
She's
preparing
failing
one, that's
history
all.
and science. She's got a D- in art.
Really?
Yeah.
Chris?
Well, how long is this going to go on with the trivia crack?
I like to party. I'm a beer girl. I don't have time for these academics.
What? That's wow. Way
That's
to
my
put yourself
that's
up.
my reason for my failure.
That's your
You're a
reason for
party
being
girl?
Crack.
11 and
Yeah.
23.
Yeah,
I'm like party horse.
Oh, she
Party
parties like a
girl.
freak.
Boom.
This weekend, if you'd like to see, or not this weekend, tomorrow night, I should say, if you'd like to see some comedy, I will be at the Tampa Improv. That is the Tampa Improv in Ybor City with Brian Bradley. He does improvisation and comedy and hypno. The guy's like a full package. I've seen him work. I've actually worked with him before, and I think we complement each other well because we both kind of do
Yeah,
crowd work and
I'm
stuff. It should be a
excited.
fun show. That'll be at the Tampa Improv this tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the main stage. Come on and check it out and stay afterwards. They got an open mic there. You can check out. Oh, I wonder if Betty Joe's going to be out at the thing.
Oh, probably
Sure.
if your guys are
Is
going to
it
be
Bunker or
there.
Baker?
Betty
Bunker.
Joe Bunker.
Bunker. Good.
Like
Uh,
the bunkers.
Yeah, she's been working real hard.
Archie
We will be
Bunker?
filming the second audition thing of Stagecoach 2. That will be up in about a week
When?
or two. I think it's like 2 weeks. He sent me the thing. Hopefully I can
Make
make
sure
it.
you tell me to put it on your schedule.
I will. We'll put it on the schedule, and
Who-
that'll be cool.
Who
Let's
else
talk.
is trying out for it?
What's that? I don't
Who-
know. Whoever answers the ad. We don't have any set people. I think
Oh.
they're going to try to get some open micers. Why, you
Oh.
get a little nervous that you might not make
I
the
was just
cut?
curious.
Are you interested in doing this?
I've said so.
Will you go all the way with it?
I went out and goddamn auditioned and said I'd go all the way with it.
Oh.
We've gone through this discussion.
I'm double checking. I don't know. You're very fickle.
Ugh.
But then you won't do stand-up comedy at the you won't end
You
up
don't know
doing
that.
it.
You don't know that.
You could.
You
I
don't
know
know
your
anything about
body.
me.
There's money in it. You
That's
got
what
a
I'm
new
saying.
car.
I'll do stuff for money.
Yeah, there's money in it. He can feature and make money.
That's always a good reason to do things.
All right, let's talk about the big news
Yeah.
in the box office this week. And even though we don't go to the movies anymore, I watched this online. I got a crappy copy online, but and you know what? It was adequate for the movie.
Jurassic World.
That's right. Jurassic World came out. Jordan, what are the numbers? They crushed
It
everything.
was
right?
like 294 millions.
Boom. I love
294 millions.
and that's like the record, right? Basically, in one
Yeah, it
weekend?
broke all the box office records.
over Titanic even.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course, I mean that's not taking into account inflation, but still.
I love Jurassic Park.
All right, so you went and saw it in the theater. You had a date
I saw it at the theater.
and a date with a date.
with my date.
Were you holding hands during the date? Did you hold hands during the
Probably,
dinosaur
yeah.
movie? What do
You
you mean
know what?
probably? You don't remember?
You know what? No. I'm sure because
What do you mean you're
I
sure?
am an affectionate person.
Were you
Christopher
holding hands with
Gorges.
your date?
Yeah, I put
then
my
just
head
say
on
that.
his shoulder.
What?
I said we couldn't make out because I need to watch the movie.
Did he want to make out in the movie?
No.
Who makes out in the movies anymore?
I've had people try to do it, and I'm like, dude.
Like $15 for to see a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. That's what I'm
crap.
saying. It's too expensive to watch it. Back when it was like $5, then fine. But
Go reopen that
nowadays,
$2
no.
movie theater and we'll bang, baby.
yeah,
but
but no,
until
that-
then, nothing.
Yeah, that's what the drive-in's for.
No, there's no way I'm not paying attention to Jurassic World. I was in it.
All right, so you're obviously we talked
I
about
love
this.
dinosaurs.
Yep, you got a dinosaur tooth at your house.
I love Jurassic Park.
All right, so tell us, Tiffany. Don't tell no spoilers or anything.
I
but
won't.
overall, what'd you think of the movie?
I really enjoyed it because I am a Jurassic Park franchise
Right.
fan. Now,
Okay, I get
the
it.
second and third Jurassic Park, yeah, but this was better than that. It wasn't as good as the first Jurassic Park because the first Jurassic Park is like amazing, the best thing ever, my top 5 movies.
Wait, back up for a second. This is the 4th Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
There was 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we
know.
watched
Yeah.
2 here the other day.
I don't know. I didn't know which one that was. I had
Choose
no
the
idea.
one
Okay.
with the gymnastics.
Dude, Jeff Goldblum's in all of them. I thought it was the same
No,
one.
he wasn't in this last
No.
one.
Oh, not well.
But
Obviously.
anyway, I really liked it, and I like the Velociraptors. I'm not going to go into detail, people, but if you are a dinosaur fan like I am, you will get it. Now, you can't take things too literally, and you will see like problems
you
with
can't take
things.
things too
Like,
literally.
like
In the
there was a couple
Jurassic
times.
Park?
Hold on, take a breath, damn it.
There was a
When he says something, stop for just 2 seconds. Let
The-
him chime in.
what?
God, you just keep
But
talking.
he's gonna hurt it.
No, he's not gonna hurt it. You just take a pause and let
You
him
just
speak.
ruined it now.
Go ahead.
There was a couple times where I was like, that's not realistic. But then I was like, you know what? This whole movie isn't realistic.
Obviously.
So you gotta let it go.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
All right, so you enjoyed it. Now, you watched it, Jordan?
No.
online? You didn't watch it?
I started watching it
And?
here, and it was a bad copy, and it was boring.
It was boring.
See, I told you you'd ruin it.
They were just
Oh.
talking and people yapping at each other and little kids going off on vacation. Who cares?
Crystal?
I found Pratt's performance lackluster, dull, no passion, not believable. The
Wait,
passion
hold
that
on,
is
hold on. Wait a
happening was
second.
no
When
good.
do you get this no passion
Yeah,
crap?
no
When
passion.
did you become a Hollywood director?
No, I'm just saying. I'm
passion.
comparing it to
It's
his.
Lost World.
No,
It's not on the waterfront.
that
okay?
does
I don't know.
not excuse
I
crappy
thought he
acting.
did a great job.
No,
he
he
did
was
a great
unbelievable.
job. You know what? Maybe your little like crappy copy ruined it because like in the
No.
big screen he looked good. He did
No.
well. My friend Erica
What
thought
does looking
he was
good
hot
have to do
in
with
it.
passion?
As a matter of fact, it made him look uglier because he didn't do good.
I thought he did well.
No.
I thought
But-
he really connected with the Velociraptors. It was exciting.
He was so serious. He was overly serious. He was
'cause he's working
overacting
with
that.
dinosaurs.
No,
All right, stop. I don't want to hear a 40-minute discussion about Benjamin or whatever the hell he is. All right, go on, Crystal.
I'm just saying. I'm comparing.
Get past the dude in the acting.
Well, I don't care
Other than
about
that.
the way he
Other
looks.
than that, it's the typical Jurassic Park type of
Okay.
movie. So nothing
All right.
exciting. You
I
know, it was
love
a matter of time before they
and
spliced
you know
him
what? And I
down.
agree. I watched it. Even the crappy copy didn't make a difference. I thought it was very predictable, and it was just the same old thing. We go to the Jurassic Park, and animals get loose, and how do we contain them? I mean, that's all 4 of them have been
Yeah.
that, right? Am I right?
Dinosaurs.
Didn't at least
Yeah,
the
but this-
second one had him running loose in Los Angeles? Did they even get anything cool like that going on?
No, no.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
see?
No.
No.
They did not.
Oh, I can't give anything away.
What?
How long until I could give it all away?
No,
Okay.
not never.
Mm.
Yeah. I wasn't looking forward to it. I'm much more looking forward to some other
I
movies
was
that are
looking
coming out.
forward to
I'm
it.
looking forward to
What
the
are you
superhero-
looking for?
I'm looking for the superhero movies, man.
I like
want
the-
to see the Fantastic Four. I'm looking forward to that.
What about the new
Really?
Terminator? I'm gonna wear my
Nah.
Skynet
No, I
shirt.
said superhero movies. I didn't say
Yeah,
Terminator.
Yeah, but
nobody
Term-
cares about a new Terminator
Nope,
movie.
not at all. Same crap over and over and over.
Yeah.
I want to see some more origin stories. There's been talk about
Howard the Duck.
what? No,
You don't want to see a Howard Duck movie?
no,
I like
Not a good
Howard
one?
the Duck.
no. I like the first one. Why would I want to watch a
You
remake?
like the first one?
I actually
Yeah,
did like the
what are
first
you
Howard
talking
the Duck.
about?
I
What's
did.
wrong with you?
The first
listen,
one's great.
It was
It's
cheesy.
terrible.
Oh no, hold on. It was whatever. You didn't like it. I liked it. I love John Lithgow. I thought he was great in it. I thought the special effects, the monsters were really cool. The duck was a little stupid. The relationship with him and Leah Thompson kind of stupid. But it was a nice little fantasy
It was
film.
great because it was so stupid.
No, it was a fantasy.
Now, Jordan, you don't like anything, so
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
well, he likes dumb stuff.
No, that's
I
not true
showed
either.
you Kung Fury, so I
Yeah,
obviously
Kung
like
Fury
dumb
was
stuff.
Oh,
awesome.
that was actually the first thing I think you've
Did
ever
we even
shown
talk
me.
about that last week? We were supposed to.
I don't remember.
Another film, if you get a chance. Yeah, I think we did. Kung
Yeah.
Fury. If you've not checked it out, just type in Kung Fury. YouTube.
Actually, Arrested
Amazing.
Development was good too. That you
I don't care.
recommended.
Yeah,
Jordan.
I know.
All right, so Jurassic World crushes everything in
Better
the
alive.
box office, and they're all wonderful,
gonna
and
buy
that's
it.
all happy. Yeah, beautiful. We got another story. We'll throw this up on the map. We got a tropical storm brewing out in Texas. Marty Hoffman lives in Texas. Is this going to affect Marty Hoffman in Texas?
Looks like it.
Oh, crap. Yeah, it is. Look at
Yeah.
that. College Station. Well, they're on the out band of that. That is a
Well,
serious...
that's
called
the
Bill.
precipitation they're predicting over the next 5 days.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and that like the middle orange band, that's going to be up to 7 inches.
What is the name of this tropical storm?
Bill.
Bill, that's
Billy.
funny.
So at the beginning of the alphabet,
Mhm.
we're in hurricane season. That's a pretty big weather system, man. It
I
basically
know,
covers
and
the
we're not
whole-
getting any of it. We're just staying hot and horrible.
Yeah, no, well, that's fine. I don't need any craziness right now.
I wouldn't mind a few overcast days.
Well, listen, if you're in Texas, Dallas, Paul Douglas and
This thing is going up
Dallas.
through Illinois, Iowa,
Well, this is what they're
Ohio.
saying. If it rains enough, because they just had rain, that this may get a little traction over land and then
Yeah.
continue up into New York. Is what you're saying.
Allegedly, they always exaggerate
Yeah,
things.
but
I'm glad we're not in Indianapolis though during it.
Anyway, we're sorry you're going to die, Midwest.
You won't. They exaggerate things, people. You know that. I live in Florida. We've had lots of threats like this happen, and then
All right.
none of it happens.
Crystal, do me a favor. Grab my shoulder bag, or actually grab my backpack. I need my little black book because I put something in there. I need to talk about that. We're going to go ahead and do a quick little review of the diners. In the past, we did one of these before. Now that Tiffany and I are on the road, we go out and we eat sometimes at restaurants. I am a huge fan of diners, okay?
Oh, me too. I'm
Are ya?
getting into it.
Yeah,
It's
I
delicious.
always have been. I like the boxcar diners. Always have loved the boxcar diners, and they're becoming far and few in between. You really can't find a good boxcar diner. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jordan, tell everybody what a boxcar diner is.
It's a diner made out of a boxcar.
Perfect. Usually,
Why are you asking me? I don't get to go to
'cause
the
I
diners.
like your official voice. Damn it!
It's a long, narrow
you,
diner
listen, you can go to the diner
made out of a mobile home.
Yeah, you can go to the diner anytime you want.
And there's no good ones anymore.
No, there isn't. You're right.
Not around here. They're all Denny's or horrible.
No, you're right. That's what I'm saying. I will not eat it at Denny's. What is she doing? My backpack, the black thing. Book,
What is
please.
she doing? I never
There
know
you
what she's doing.
Yeah, what are you doing back there? Thank you. Because I need the address from this place. So again, every time we're in somewhere doing a show, we look for a good place to eat breakfast because I like that breakfast after the shows. It's an important kind of refueling thing, and even if it's a late night deal, you can do that. We were in Daytona Beach this past weekend. We went to a great little diner. This is actually a boxcar diner. Tiffany, tell them the name of the diner and see. Is the address on there? Or is that just a menu?
The name of the diner is the Starlight Diner.
This is right now for comics. We do this mostly for comics.
Oh, and there's an address.
Yep.
401 North Atlantic Avenue.
For the comics that would use this diner, this is the Bonkers gig. It's at the what the hell's the name of the place?
It's at the Grandview Live.
Grandview Live is the place. This place is literally right down the street from the hotel that you'll stay at. It's on the right-hand side of the street if you're heading south, and it's a little boxcar aluminum diner. We had breakfast there. They actually hooked us up with a coupon for the next day, so we had 2 breakfasts there. Tiffany, what did you have?
The first day, I had a banana, banana waffles. I forget, it was called a Banana Rama waffle.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a waffle, and it had bananas, and, I had the cream on the side, but the cream was really good. And then I had it with syrup, and that was good. And then I got eggs, 2 scrambled eggs. And the second day, I had biscuits and gravy, but also with, some home fries and, eggs over easy and 2 sausages. And that was really delicious as well, but I couldn't eat it all.
So we took some pictures. I didn't download the pictures. I should have, but we'll put the pictures up online. You can check out this diner. For comics that are in town, if you're looking for a great place to eat, I think it was pretty reasonable. Prices aren't bad. Pretty decent diner. Good food. Jordan, you're looking over the menu. Would you eat there? No?
I mean, it looks
He
like
flipped it
food.
aside. What do you mean it looks like food?
They
Yeah,
don't have
it's a diner.
salami and egg sandwich. That's what I always look for.
Salami and egg?
Well, this isn't
That's a
their whole
delicious
thing.
sandwich.
No, yeah, but nobody has. I've never seen that in a menu, ever.
I've had that
What,
in menus
where?
before
What
in New
menu?
York. It's quite
Okay,
common.
well, we're down south. You're not going to find salami and an egg. For Christ's sake.
Should be able to.
No, you get biscuits and gravy down here. You don't get salami and
I
eggs.
hate biscuits and gravy.
Well, that's what you get down here.
I think that's the grossest food ever.
I don't eat
Biscuits
it.
and gravy. The
I don't
gravy
eat
is
it.
so gross.
It's sausage gravy, right?
Yeah, that it's just like white
flour.
glue with bits in it. Ugh.
I don't. Crystal eats it all the time, and
What?
she eats it all. They love biscuits and gravy because you get the chicken fried steak, which
Oh,
has
yeah,
the,
I mean, that
and it
sounds
has the
good.
gravy
I
on
do
top,
like
right?
chicken.
Oh, it's so gross, that gravy.
Dude, I don't. And they
freaking
chicken fried steak.
delish.
Hold on, chicken fried steak. Ugh. I took one bite. And I'm like, I don't like the way
I
it
like
tastes at all.
chicken fried steak.
I did not care for it.
I mean, it's just a steak fried with batter.
Yeah, I get steak and eggs. Like, give me just a regular ribeye. I'm not gonna. Why are you putting it
I
in
like
batter?
salami and eggs.
Ugh.
Delicious.
Anyway, Starlight Diner, very good. If you're doing the show there, go down there, check it out. Tell them we sent you. Tell them you heard about it here. Are we going to do like a rating system? Should we get like a rating system?
We could, yeah.
What do you want to call? What do you want to call a rating system? Like, how should we rate? Like plates or not muffins? Because what if it doesn't have muffins? Some sort of a rating system that we.
Like bacon.
No, okay. Is it like 1 to 5?
Yeah.
All right, 1 to 5 bacon. What are you going to give Starlight?
A 4.
All right, 4 bacon strips from Tiffany. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 as well. It was very good. You got to come correct if you want the 5.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
that Starlight wasn't nice. Again, the ambiance, great jukebox, like the old style
Yeah,
jukebox
that
with
was
the
cool.
Beatles and they all rock and roll. Lots of great photos on the wall. I think I was from New York, but again, all stainless steel, like aluminum. It was very
So
cool.
what about the place denied him that last strip of bacon?
What's
was it
that?
the food? Was it the
Because
service?
you have to be really good. Like, I almost think the place that we went
The
to.
food's got to be amazing.
The place we went
It
to
was
in
good.
Melbourne, I
Yeah.
almost give that a 5. That's leaning more up towards the 5 section because that chicken fried steak with the biscuits and I took a picture of it. It was amazing.
We'll put our pictures up tomorrow. You can check it out. And again, if you're working the Bonkers run, this is more for comics that are working. Go check out the Starlight Diner. It's on Daytona Beach. That's on Atlantic Avenue. When you're at the hotel, just say, "Where's the Starlight Diner?" It's really a cool little diner. And I look for little mom and pop places.
I
That's
like
what-
that. Yeah. I like that.
I will not eat in a chain. I won't do Village Inn. I will not do Denny's. I don't do IHOP. I've had such a bad run with IHOP.
We passed IHOP to get
IHOP's
to
always
the
terrible.
Starlight Diner.
It's it used to be good, but I think we talked about this. They're cooking their food with something that really upsets my stomach every time I eat. No matter what I eat, even eggs and you think things that you don't think are like. I think it's whatever they put on the skillet to instead of butter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It just it's like my stomach actually gets all. I don't know, just like twisty and
Saltwort oil.
What?
I don't know.
So don't say that, because when I get there, I'll be like, listen, are you putting saltwort oil in my food? Because if you are, that's not going to work for me. Please, away from the fan. Tampa Improv tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Brian Bradley will be featuring me. You can come out and check out the show. I think we want to cover the Hyperloop things. We got a couple more minutes. Jordan brought this up. You're very excited about this. I think it sounds like bad all the way around.
Why is it bad?
I would not trust the system.
Number
at all.
one, it's coming from Elon Musk, the Tesla
that?
guy.
So?
He invented the Tesla,
Oh,
the
yeah,
car.
Teslas are
So
pretty
what?
sweet cars.
Those are pretty sweet cars.
Well, when you hear about this, we'll see what the difference is between that designing that and this, and how dangerous this could be.
Okay, this
so what
is-
go ahead, tell us.
It's basically, he's proposed a new intercity transportation system where a giant tube is built between cities. Then they reduce the air pressure into it in the tube. They evacuate the tube, basically.
Inside the tube?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's down to the air pressure below that of Mars. So very low air resistance. And then they put little passenger cars in it, almost like pneumatic tube things, and they just blow you along at 700 miles an hour.
700 miles an hour. Look at Tiffany's face. What do you think of that? Would you be able to trust that whole system to not crash you into the side of a wall?
I think I'll wait for that to be out for like 30 years before I try it.
Really?
She's like, yeah, let's get a couple of test years in there.
Yeah, let some people.
Where is this
figure
going to
it
be
out.
tested?
They're testing it out in California
So
right
they're
now.
testing it. Please don't do that. Can you please? They're testing it already? They've already got a thing set up?
Well, no, they haven't built it yet. They're starting to build it.
I wouldn't do this.
Why
I
not?
wouldn't get in it.
Why not?
It sounds dangerous.
What are you
Dude,
scared of? It's like a train in a tube.
No.
No, I don't think. I think
Too
I would
fast.
throw up.
Too much.
But you go on planes that go that fast.
Dude, they got trains that can't make turns now because they're going too fast. Now you're going to let them go
Well,
like
now you're
double
in a
double the
tube.
speed? Yeah,
you
now,
can't fall off a tube.
No, but you're going double the speed. That's my point. You're not going 150 miles an hour now. Now you're going 750 miles an hour.
Planes don't
Yeah.
go 750 miles an
Yes,
hour.
they
I
do.
know.
At least.
Planes?
Maybe
Some of
three,
them do.
maybe 300-400. Yeah, I think supersonic.
Concorde does.
Yeah, what's supersonic? That's
Well,
gotta
yeah, I'm talking about commercial flights.
Be, yeah, but,
Yeah.
but again, you're in a large. Now you're in a singular tube. Nah, screw that. 700 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Underground. I know you would because you're a
No,
moron.
you're like in a tube. It's probably going to be above ground, like an elevated
Even
train.
worse. Even
Yeah,
worse.
I'm
Really?
gonna wait for
Yeah,
that
dude.
to perfect it.
Dude, if something happens, where you gonna eject out at 800 miles an hour? You know how fast that is?
No, you die. But
And
so
what if it
what?
breaks
You die if
and
a
then you're
car going
trapped?
60 miles an hour
You're
screws
trapped
up.
underneath
Yeah.
in the suction thing, and you're just
Exactly.
trapped. What happens when it breaks and you're just trapped in there and you can't get out? You better bring a snack or something. You might die.
That's true.
I don't like it. I'm already suffocating.
She's
Right
like
now,
a
I am suffocating. I am claustrophobic just thinking
I
about
didn't even
it.
think about that. She's right
Fine,
there.
whatever. You take stupid Amtrak, and I'll be in Pennsylvania before
All
you.
right, well,
Yeah.
have fun.
Mashed into a wall. Oh my God.
Hyperloop.
Yeah,
coming to
no,
you
yeah.
soon.
Look it up. What else? Oh, pool party. Let's talk about that. We talked about this last week. Got to kind of a heated discussion about this pool party that got broken up in Texas. And again, it was a race thing. We got into the race discussion, which I didn't see immediately. I just saw people getting arrested. And then I found a little bit more information about the pool party, which again, I always do. Every time you guys kind of jump on the thing, and
This
you guys
was
weren't
your
too bad.
thing in the whole way.
No, but you weren't too bad on this. I fully expect you to go worse, but you did not. And I found out later, after the fact, that in fact these kids they weren't thrown out of a private residence. They actually gathered around the public pool, which is in this housing complex, and started hopping the fence without permission to come in. They didn't have their gate keys. They just crashed this party, and that's where this whole thing came about. And then one of the people that lived there kind of got pissy with him and said, "Listen, why don't you go back to Section 8 housing where you're from?" Which on the internet became a racial thing. Oh, it's about race. And it really wasn't. It was about class,
Yeah.
not race. And actually, we found out later that a white girl was detained among these people. A white girl was detained for a good 2 hours as well. So there's a lot more to the story always. I know they're lambasting the guy that took that video because he's one of the guys that was like, what they said was saying racial stuff. I don't know what to believe anymore when I hear these stories. Like when they talk to
yeah.
witnesses and they're like, oh, he said this and he said that. I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, the media will always exaggerate things to make people think, and keep tuning in, and it's just, It's ridiculous.
More to it than that, but I mean that's basically what I felt too when I heard it. I said, listen, if you crash a party and you're not supposed to be there and the cops get called, then you just do what they tell you and then you leave. And that's basically how you get out of a situation like that without getting your head bashed in. No, seriously, dude. I mean,
The main thing was the cop pulled a gun on a bunch of kids whose only crime was crashing a pool party.
no, that's not what their only crime was. When he pulled the gun, they rushed him because he was arresting somebody. That was their
And
crime.
they weren't listening.
They rushed him like they were going to do something. That's when he pulled the gun out. See, that statements like that really piss me off, Jordan,
they're
because you don't.
trespassing.
No, but you're taking that out. He pulled a gun because they crashed a party. No, that didn't happen. He pulled a gun when he tried to arrest somebody, and two dudes rushed him. You saw that right in the video when they came at him.
No, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He had the girl on the ground, and when he took her to the ground, they came at him. That's when he pulled his gun out and aimed it at them. I didn't even think it was a gun. I think it was a taser gun because they look a lot like gun. But
Yeah, I say it looked like a taser.
Yeah, regardless, he pulled it out. And why wouldn't he? They rushed him. He probably thought he was going to get stabbed. He didn't know what was going to happen. Anyway, more to it than usual. And again, everybody kind of freaking out about it. And but the cop has resigned. And
That's a shame.
Much like Rachel in the other story, she has resigned. She has stepped down from the NAACP. This is crazy crap going on, dude. I had such a cool audience. In Daytona.
Yeah, you did.
And they
loved you.
Right,
oh
and
my
I had some
gosh.
black people come out to the show. They really enjoyed
black
the show.
people love you.
Oh my God.
Why? Why is
What?
that bad?
They're
No, I'm
black.
just-
Their
No, wait,
skin's
stop.
Tiffany
black.
kissing your ass is what's wrong.
What was that?
Tiffany kissing your ass.
She's
Everything
speaking
It's
truth.
true.
Oh
Who was
yeah,
that?
they
Oh.
love you.
They
What-
do.
Oh my
Were
God.
you not out in front of the show afterwards?
Yes.
Who was talking to me? 4 black
Oh
people.
yeah. Oh no. And when he's up
I'm
on
not
stage,
doubting the veracity
dude,
of your statements. I'm simply commenting on Tiffany's brown nosing of you.
How is she
No.
brown nosing?
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying,
God.
Listen, when he was up on stage, there's a group of black people. The one guy's like wiping his eyes. He's like, "Too much. He's too much." Like he was dying. I'm just reporting what happened, Jordan. I'm sorry.
I understand.
He
what you're
doesn't want to admit that black people don't think I'm racist. I
That's
think-
not it at all.
I think that's what it is. They didn't think you were
Oh,
racist.
my God.
No, they didn't. Damn it. Damn the
Why
luck.
would you take that personally?
Why wouldn't
It wasn't
I?
about you at all.
Why?
I-
Why can't she brown nose? Why can't she acknowledge that I actually have skill and that people
Yeah.
like me?
I'm
Why
a-
is that so bad?
Just do it and stop. Oh,
This
God.
is what happens.
It's
to you.
such a fawning manner. You're singing the Gaston song from Beauty and the Beast. You're that little guy now.
I never watched Beauty and the Beast.
Listen.
I don't know who that is.
She knows what I mean.
I am a
Does she?
big cheerleader for Chris Gorges,
I
and
know.
people need to recognize. And I am one of the people that
Does
are
that
helping
bother
get
you?
the word out.
Wait, does that bother you?
It
It
bothered
bothers
me
you.
just now when she did it again.
No,
It
but
got to
bo-
be a little bit
But
much.
it bothers you in general,
Look.
doesn't it?
It gets old.
When-
Why? Why does it get old? I have been busting my ass for the past 10
Yeah,
years
when
with you,
Chris
dude.
does
why,
well-
why does it get old? I don't understand that. Shouldn't you be happy? Like any success I have comes to you
Exactly.
via this show.
Oh, it's a
Exactly.
trickle-down
You
thing
should
now.
promote
Dude, unless you
him
got something
more.
else going on, you need to let me know. But that's what I'm saying. It is a trickle down thing. I don't mean that in any condescending way. I'm just saying anything that happens with it would be the same thing with you. Any success you had artistically would help
Yep.
us as the show, and I would be excited about that.
You should
Okay.
promote Chris
and
more.
I would crawl up your
Oh.
ass about it. I would, dude. I would. Right? I mean,
We would be proud of you. I think you're the best cashier that's ever happened
Oh,
to a thrift
see,
store.
see, look at her go.
No,
Yeah, I know it's
That's
not true.
mean.
He's
That's
not
awful.
the best thrift store
She's a
cashier.
nasty little piece of work. isn't she?
No, but here's the
Ah.
thing. Let me just say this real quick. That Tiffany being the way she is has given me a lot of confidence on stage. And now when I get on that stage, I really believe the things that she's saying. And now other people are telling me that don't know either of us the same exact
Yep.
things.
I say true words.
But here's the thing, though. That makes me believe it even more. When I got a guy that is willing to put my signature on his arm permanently because he saw one damn show, dude, for
Yep.
an hour, that's pretty cool, dude.
I
Okay.
say true words.
Is it not cool?
All right, let's do a quiz.
God damn it.
I say true words.
Oh my God.
I don't compliment people easily.
Oh
you
my
know
God.
That.
All right, fine. We got 10 minutes. Let's end this with a damn quiz because Jordan can't handle me getting any adulation at all.
Oh,
wait.
John
Oh,
Wilson's
crap. John
calling.
Wilson's calling back. It's on now.
He
Are
can
you
do
going to be
the
able to handle
quiz.
that? Go ahead. Take it.
Go
Hello?
ahead. John, welcome back to the show, buddy.
Oh, listen. I just wanted to phone back because I mean, I stay with the show no matter how late it gets here in the
You're
UK.
amazing.
I just wanted to say my favorite American comedians is Chris Gorges and Tiffany Barbee. I'm just saying.
Very good. Very good.
I'm just putting it out there. You know, it's got to be said.
Chris is amazing.
It's outstanding. I've watched all the YouTube videos I can. I just can't get enough. Can't wait to see him live. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna get a fucking tattoo. I'm gonna get a tattoo.
You need to get a set of truck nuts.
You
That's
know-
what you need.
Black people just love him, John Wilson.
Yeah, you don't know.
God.
Black.
Wow.
I'm huge with the blacks. I
That's what you should have said to the lady down the street. When she said she adopted a black kid, you should have said, well, black people love my show.
That's right. I'm down with the
Awful.
blacks. I'm
That's
getting rid of-
awesome, John. That was great.
Yeah, thank you so much, John. I know Jordan's a hard sell. He doesn't like anything.
You know, I mean, I love Jordan. You know what I mean? Now, let's give him some love.
I try. He won't accept it. He will not accept the love.
It's
Gotta
really
say-
hard.
We need to force him. We need to force him. We need to pin him down, tie his arms, and give him all. Give him a hug.
Yeah, that sounds
That's what
awful.
he needs. He needs hugs. He needs a hug.
That's an assault.
You see what I'm saying? You're offering me a nice soft hug, and he's like, "You're offering to
offering-
beat me up."
You're offering to tie me to the ground.
But
no,
to
no,
hug
no.
you.
What
There's
we'll do is-
ants
what we'll do
there.
is We'll get you. You know, and we'll just cradle. I'll cradle you when I come over. I'll cradle you in my arms.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll cuddle. We'll cuddle for a while. Maybe have a cigarette afterwards.
Yeah, that's a Periscope I would watch right there.
Yay.
A cuddle.
Hell, a cuddle like a long cuddle with a cigarette afterwards? Hell yeah, I'd watch that. That's gonna go viral, dude. Are you serious? A grown man cuddling another big grown man with a beard? Oh my god.
That's it. And if we make money, put adverts on YouTube. It'd be great.
All right, is it going to go viral or pass a virus? I'm not sure what we're talking
Nope.
about.
well, probably both, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, but we got penicillin here. It's not we're loaded up. We got it.
Yeah, but don't fret. We're not that backwards here either, Chris. You know, we've
Oh, I
got
know.
penicillin.
Oh, I know. Listen, I've never, other than Petrocelli waking up in a hobo camp, I've never given any crap to the Brits. I love you guys.
Oh, yeah. I lived there for 3
Yeah.
years. I know all about it.
God, would you stop talking about
I
it?
lived in England for 3 years,
Yeah.
everybody. Chris
Woohoo.
Gorgeous is
Did you meet the
amazing.
Queen? Did you meet the Queen, Tiffany?
I went to Buckingham Palace, but I did not meet the Queen. Did you?
I used to deliver soap powder to her house once, but you know,
Really?
I'm just saying. It's true. It's true. It's a true story. I've got lots of true stories, and that's one of them.
Soap powder to her house?
Yeah. Well, to Buckingham Palace. So
Yeah,
I
but-
used to go into the stores there on the side and
Oh, neat.
back the truck in and go and stick all the soap powder in their stores. Yeah, there you go.
Do they use the knife?
It wasn't. I wasn't trying to be rude there either. By the
No,
way.
no, not at all. But it was
I like that she still uses soap from the 1930s. Hey, go fetch some soap powder and some balls head bristles, and we.
Is that your best accent?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
worked
too
out a
afraid he
lot.
might offend somebody if he does a real one.
Oh yeah, Jordan doesn't like
give it a
accents.
go. I want to hear it.
Ooh,
Well,
Jordan? Yeah, give us a nice. You got a Cockney? Can you do Cockney?
Yeah,
no,
the other boy.
no, Cockney's
All gotta
because
practice, all gotta
Cockney's
practice.
also that's always overdone. But I think with the English, the Americans they try and do a fake Cockney, and it sounds terrible. That's a terrible
You
English
sound a bit
accent I'm doing right now.
Australian.
Yeah,
In
I know.
It sounded a bit like Miguel Hito then.
Oh Jesus God!
You think he'd learn? You think he'd be better at it watching all the BBC than you do?
You think so? Yeah. But no.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I can see there's a hint there. It's coming through.
Yeah, it's got a little bit.
I'm trying. Well, I've been watching that Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and I've been trying, Mr. Whatever the hell it's called. So I've been trying to do the Yorkshire accent that he does so well in that. I don't know.
Go on, let's hear that.
I can't. The Yorkshire something. I can't.
You don't do the actual name of the city to do the accent. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, sometimes I
That's how
do
he
when I'm
does.
trying to remember it.
Hey, you do a southern accent? Yeah, Dallas. That doesn't really.
Atlanta. It works. It works well.
Yorkshire accent. No, you were on the money there. Yorkshire accent. Yeah, you're bang on the money.
What would you call yours? Is it just London?
Mine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm. Someone would say it's a Liverpudlian
Yeah, I was gonna
accent,
say
but-
it's
Yeah.
Liverpool. He sounds like the Beatles.
He's a Scouser.
Sounds like the Beatles.
a
Yeah,
what?
with Scouts. That's what people say to me. I was playing the guitar once, and this fella kept coming up to me, and he kept saying to me, "Oh, it's John Lennon. It's John Lennon."
Yeah.
Fuck off.
He sounds like a Beatle. He really does.
That's
I
what-
would peg him for a Liverpool accent. 'cause
He's
of
John Lennon. You're like, no, I'm John Hinckley. Here's a gun in your face, right?
it.
Yeah, I haven't got his money. That's for sure.
All right, well, listen, we'll try to send more love to Jordan. I'll just he's so pissy with us all the time. So
That's the whole point of the show is we hate what you like and we bicker.
Yeah,
But
you
in
do
real
it,
life.
Yeah, but you do it in real life. Yeah, like the other day he came over for the meeting, and I put on my iTunes, and it just happened to have some Hank 3 on there. I'm not a big country fan, but Hank 3 we saw with another rock and roll band.
Uh-huh. And I said I didn't like it.
And but you said like I don't like that. You just announced I don't like that. Like I was gonna change everything that was happening because you announced.
No,
because
I made like my usual little mutter noise where I try to inoffensively not like something, but you noticed and you asked me to repeat it, and then I was forced to say it louder. And then you're like, "Oh, what do you want me to do about it?" I said nothing. I was simply stating an opinion. I didn't like the damn song, and you freaked out like you had to act on that, which you did not have to.
It's true. It's true.
You could have changed the song, but you didn't even bother to do that.
Nope.
Yeah. See?
No. Now I wouldn't have even listened.
And it was awful. It was really bad country music.
Here's the thing. I would have actually cut it off after 20 seconds, but because you said that, I let it play the whole damn song.
I know you did.
4.5 minutes.
That's why you're a terrible person. See how he tries to send me love?
All right, John.
It doesn't work at all.
Well, listen, JB. What we're going to do, right, is when we meet for the first time, we're not going to speak. There's going to be no words.
All right.
There are no words. We're just going to hug.
Okay.
Is this
We're
Gap
just gonna
Cross?
hug. It sounds creepy, and I'm not grooming you, but we're just, we'll just have a hug. We'll just hug. I think you need a hug. You need a John Wilson hug.
How long is the hug? How long is a John Wilson hug?
As long as it takes, brother. As long as it takes.
Dude, that could be like a week and a half that
I
you're
know.
hugging Jordan.
That's terrifying.
But it's got to be done, mate.
Right.
There's not enough man hugs in this world.
I agree. I tried one time.
There needs to be more.
Yeah, I tried one time, and he acted repulsed, so I gave up.
Well, that was you.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm a clean person.
You remind me of your dad.
What? But he's a clean person. We're both clean people.
Yeah.
All right. John, thank you so much for calling back and hanging with us all night, dude.
Thanks, guys. I'm going to bed. Catch you all soon.
All right, there you go. There's John Wilson. He's out.
Bye.
Back and out.
Hugs and loves. Hugs and loves.
Hugs and loves.
Hugs and
That's
loves.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's my future hug and cuddle partner, John Wilson, live from England.
That's what we should call a show tonight. Hugs and loves. What do you say? Hugs and love?
Hugs and cuddles.
Hugs and cuddles. Did you say cuddles?
I said cuddles.
Yeah, you totally changed it, you jackass.
Whatevs.
We don't have time for the quiz now, Crystal. Yeah, it's fine. And that's
I
fine.
would have beaten you all anyway.
No, whatever. You
Nope.
can play us on.
Yeah, I've
whatever.
beaten you all. At
Chris
Trivia
would have
Crack.
won that one.
Are we
is
on
it?
the air next week? What are we
Method
doing?
actors.
Next week you are here.
Wednesday night?
Let's see.
Because I know that we're doing the marathon at the Improv, and that's going to be is that a Wednesday night as
No,
well?
I
thought
believe
that was
that's,
in
that's a
August.
Sunday.
Next
Sunday.
weekend
Oh.
you're in Jacksonville, I believe.
Yeah, next weekend we're in Jacksonville.
And then he's off 4th
Yeah,
of
no,
July
next
weekend.
week we're here. Next week we'll be here on Wednesday.
All right, cool. So next week we'll be doing the show live from the studio Wednesday night, and my sister's coming to town. We'll be doing that show in like 2 weeks here live from the studio. We'll be at Jacksonville Bonkers. That'll be next weekend. You can see Tiffany Barbee featuring for me, Chris Gorges. That's 4 shows, right? We got 4 shows that weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna mix.
It's gonna be a busy week. You
I'm
can
to
check
be
it out.
honest, I'm kind of cool with the Tuesday shows too.
Yeah, you know what? I was just thinking that should we switch to Tuesday since we seem to have so many conflicts on Wednesdays starting?
Maybe.
Maybe like once a month. I feel like
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, we
Uh-huh.
could always
Yeah.
do Tuesdays at.
That's fine. I'm all right with that. Oh, we'll talk about that
They
later.
give you an extra day to remember to upload it to Podomatic for
Shut
IRS.
up, Jordan. when you remember Audacity on a regular basis, then you can flap your gap.
True that. Bam.
Yeah.
Throw it back. Roll on a song. Let's go ahead and get the hell out. I like how you pull up Audacity, just to be sure. We've come to the end of another double special. I want to thank our guests tonight, John Wilson and Miguel Hito, for calling in and joining the fun. The volume is down when you're ready.
I know.
I'm just letting you know. Tomorrow night, Tampa Improv, Brian Bradley. I'll be featuring for him. You can check out that show and join us anytime you want to put that up so I can hear it, so I can know when
You
to
relax.
pop out.
You keep talking.
I can't keep talking.
I'm doing fine.
You're not doing fine.
You're doing terrible. Why
Play
do you
that-
get distracted by no music? You're the only person I know who gets distracted by a vacuum. Go on.
I'm ready to end. Are you going to play it so I can get out of here? Dumbass. Thank you so much for listening. Check out the replay on IRN, Internet Radio Network. That'll be Friday night at 8 o'clock. We'll be back next week at 8 o'clock on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the 2 days. Just say goodbye to everybody. You guys, say
Bye,
hello.
everybody.
Tell
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Everyone.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week on Double Special. Good night, everybody.
Try us on Trivia Crack.
Yeah.
Beat Jordan.
Yeah, and follow us on YouTube. Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Double special comedy.